the stream, Patrick. Aaron Rogers shared to Olympia Billiards. Damien Pompanic, my nickname is Stan. My nickname for Stan is Pay the Rent Stroke Stan.
I love that. And Ed was talking about that, saying that was one of Stan Tourangeau's lines. That's their pay the rent stroke.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I love that.
Jay Bernenberg, not guilty. Thanks for the shout out, Jay Bernenberg. We got a little JB Law little action here.
Pick him up. If you guys get in trouble,
Jay Bernenberg in
call
the chat.
Jay. He's your guy.
Yes,
step one is don't get in trouble, but if you do get in trouble, call Jay.
That's how it goes. Lee Vestal saying thanks for the great stream and great commentary. Steve Williams. Nate, what's his name? Chef sent me to this stream. Nice stuff. Carlsons are watching from Olympia.
Shout out to Oli.
Angela Carlson, great player. Donald R. Rachel's help from Molly Moon's Ice Cream in Redmond. Don. Stephen Fair saying he used to live here. Let's go. Stan says Josh Germain. Michael Jensen. Hello from Sherwood, Oregon. Mike Jensen, previous Team Oregon player.
Yeah. Northwest Cup.
We got Bo Bolognius in the Philippines right now in Manila. Hey, I didn't know you were in the Philippines, Bo. Shout out Rich Roddle. Great job, guys. Never made it, but life can get in the way. Brent Duncan, you guys are doing a great job streaming. Dylan Helfenstein. Good stuff.
Looking for action with Greg. There we go.
Damien watching from Orlando. Okay. Steve Williams watching from Minnesota. And I think we're getting started now, right?
Yeah, we're about to get started, guys. Here we go.
Folks shouting out great stuff. Aberdeen, Bremerton. We got everybody in the chat.
Man,
let's go.
You guys just lit up the chat box.
Upstate New York. Yeah, it's perfect. Thanks for the awesome stream. So, what stream? Let's see. 0-0, the finals. Stan Tourangeau with the win of the lag. And we're ready to rock and roll.
Tim Burbage, what is what on a Facebook page?
Oh, Inby, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
If you're on YouTube, if you want to find us on Facebook, this is a combination stream between Chalkbox Productions and Ox Billiards, so you can find either one of those on Facebook or YouTube.
Yep. Just search it up. Chalkbox, you can see in the top left corner of your screen, and Ox Billiards in the top right.
All right.
Yep, there's the break. So he's doing like a manipulated, like soft, hard break.
Yeah.
He's taking a note out of
not the same.
Stevens.
He pockets the 1, but a little tricky on the 2 here. So are we going to be looking at a safety off the bat here? I think there's an opportunity to play off as we're looking at it, off the left side of that 2 ball, as he would be looking at it off the right side.
Yeah.
And because you have a big wall of balls to hide behind, so just kind of hit that with some side spin, some outside English. Mm-hmm. Bring that cue ball 2 rails, try to hide it behind the stack, and I think the 2 could go behind the 5.
Yeah, I like that. Tie up the 2 and the 5. You need a little bit of side to get it to that short, that long rail on the left side. You want to get it either in the gap between 6-9, or you just use the 6 and then miss and get behind the 9. Something like that.
Yeah.
It's going to have to put some right-hand spin on it, though, I think.
You do have a wall of balls there. You just have to avoid that 6. I think that's the key.
This is a classic safety. I feel like I see the pros shoot at the 9-foot tables a lot more often than not.
Yeah, this is your bread and butter shot on it.
Yeah, this is the one where they go 2-3 rails and it comes slowly and just freezes at the back of the wall.
No, he likes staying behind the 5 though.
Okay. Problem is it might leak out here.
Yeah.
Didn't want that nudge.
Yeah, that might be trouble.
Yikes.
I don't think he can see it clean, but I think he can swerve around it a little bit. So. Good camera work here. Oh, nice. He just did a break cue jump shot like we saw him do in that last rack. So.
Sorry, here's the other shot we were looking at. So, yeah, he definitely had a little bit of the ball hampered.
Yeah, so that was his break cue that he did that jump with. And we saw that in the last match. He did one of those. And we were talking about that when you just have a little piece of the ball to get over.
Shout out to Littman Lights there. Top of your screen.
nice little plug for Littman Lights right there. One of the sponsors of this tournament.
Oh, no, not centered.
Okay. Let's go to the side. Oh, there we go. Oh, I love that we have, right, because we have both angles now because we're not using that other camera.
Come on, Patrick.
Nice job.
Come on.
This is great. I mean, it is more of a linear.
It's a little flatter, but
a little flatter view, but it still gives you that idea.
And Steven stroked down the line.
I think he wants to bump this 7 out.
I think so, yeah. Oh, he's going around. No, this is a good shot.
Around it. Okay.
This is the right shot, for sure. Just don't even flirt with the balls if you don't have to.
Yeah. Well, it just... Man. I learned so much from watching these guys.
Okay, based on how this first rack has gone, I got Stephen Folan in this one. I don't know why. I just feel it.
All right.
He just came off of that fire match off of Blake Baker.
All right, so I'll take Stan for a beer. How's that?
Perfect.
All right, and
I'll take Steven.
While
it's a long race.
While we're taking down all of our equipment, we'll have something to drink.
Perfect. Steven on the board first, 1-0. Let's do a little video real quick. Good stuff, good stuff. Mike Lemon saying he loves the charcoal diamonds. Oh, sorry.
I don't know if Folan wanted us to, be staring at his backside like that. So
I was trying to get the Littman plug in there, but we got a little overlay. We can do Littman lights here. Best lights in the business.
Go.
Good stuff.
Very nice.
Shout out to Mike Littman. What else we have? We got Ron Plaja Real Estate.
Oh,
good
yeah.
Stuff. Good
when
stuff.
You're ready to buy or sell your home, he won't run out on you, but on a pool table.
Yeah. Different story.
Yeah, different story.
All right, we got rack number 2. Oh, the 6 does drop. He doesn't make the 1 this time, but he's going to get a shot on it.
Yes, he is.
Oh, cue ball.
It's stopping.
He's good.
Just in time.
On table. Is he playing the 9 here? No, does this pass? Oof. The 9 passes the 2, technically. This can go, dude. This can go. Hey, I like that. Ed Slade, he's saying 9 ball.
Really?
I think I like it. I like the 9 too.
How are you putting
So what I think what you're trying to do is do like a push through.
Follow through. You're following through the 1.
Yeah,
are you going to have
juice
enough? Yeah. Are you going to have enough momentum?
Yeah.
Because you're cutting the 9 ball, and all of the speed from the cue is going to get killed when you hit that 1.
It's true. That is tough. Oh, he's looking at. Oh, he's playing the 1 in the corner.
Okay, so yeah, he was watching the shot.
He shot the 1 in the corner. He just cut the 1 straight in.
Yeah.
And he just moved everything, moved all the furniture. The 9 got close to that side, but it didn't. It wasn't going on.
It did, but his primary objective was the 1, and he accomplished it. And he rearranged the furniture to where now it's very runnable.
Yeah, what a shot! Wow, I
don't really see any issues here. I think the 4 ball does play to that top right as you're looking at the screen, so I don't see any balls that are really tied up or that don't have pockets.
Yeah, the 4 definitely passes.
It passes the 7. I don't believe it passes the 8 for the bottom left corner. As you're looking at
I would guess no.
Yeah, so not really necessary.
Let's play this 2 rails up table, bang, and then bang. It's looking good.
Yep.
High ball, a little bit outside. You can stun it too, but I kind of just like the high outside spin. Send it 1 rail down the table. He's done this shot multiple times in this tournament. Just send this straight toward the 8 ball, come up right around the side pocket. He'd like, obviously, not to be straight on the floor, but even if he's straight, should be fine to draw back, do come almost whatever he wants. I think this is the shot right here.
In between racks, I'd like you to pan the crowd that is standing around.
Yeah.
The crowd that is standing around here.
Everyone watching.
It's all the greatest. It's a who's who of the greatest Northwest pool players standing around watching this. Oh no!
It's gonna hit it.
Oh, that's trouble.
That is trouble.
I did say the 4-ball was going to be the only.
That is the hardest shot in the rack.
Yeah, it was the only potential that was going to give him a problem. But
that was the only opening shot of the rack. He can bank this. It might still pass the 7. It's really, really tough.
Let me.
I think he's got to bank it.
I don't think it passes.
He's banking. 100% bank shot. It's a little short.
And it's short.
Play the right speed though.
He did. He played it on the pro side. You call that playing it on the pro side, right? Where
yeah,
you
pro side.
Bank it a little short and play at the speed to where it sits on that second diamond.
Yeah, you can see this 4 at least though. He played at the right speed too, where it's going to settle on that.
At any rate, you got to change that scoreboard over there too for the side view. But I'll go while you're doing that. Yeah. I'll go back to this one. But at any rate, Stan has got to be just thrilled to be back at the table.
Oh yeah.
You're right. So. And Stan with a nice return safety. I think he got full blockage here, and he also kind of took away the jump opportunity unless Steven wants to jump this and land right on top of that 4-ball, which is not really ideal for doing much, right?
No, this is...
You're not going to get what you want.
This is tricky. I think I like the...
you don't have a landing spot for the jump here.
I like the kick shot more on this, I think.
Yeah.
Just kick at this, try to make it to the side, pass the 9. If you don't, you probably get safe. Okay, it's a containing shot.
It's not get safe as far as a blocking safe, and it's not really that containing either for a caliber of player as Stan is.
I mean, Stan has to come with a shot here, though. Like, it's forcing him to get it.
But he's getting better and better opportunities now. Like, from the opportunity he had last time to the opportunity he has now, he's improving, right?
No, true.
That's all you can ask for.
Nick's always has the mic up close to the pro side. Christian, get the mic closer. Okay. I think we're good. That cross bank, it doesn't have to go. It doesn't have to go, you know? That's what I'm saying. It was a containing save where Stan has to come with a shot.
He did. I was thinking he was going to cut that down, but what do we have here? Do we have an opportunity?
This definitely can go. He can swerve it. He needs to.
I mean, at any rate, we know that he's very capable with either doing that break cue jump shot. No, it goes. He's getting flat on it, so it definitely goes. I think he's going to try to avoid that 8-ball.
Up and down. Inside spin. Nice shot there.
What a beautiful shot.
So that's
an
example.
With inside.
Yeah, that's an example of certain players will play that inside spin every single time they have a cut shot in the side. And he's only pulling that out when he needs it. And I think it's a perfect example of just the right amount.
It's amazing to me because, you know, naturally the cut puts the outside spin on it. So you have to counteract that with inside. And then you have to counteract with more inside to get it to go over. So it's extremely difficult to master that shot.
Yeah, but I think the biggest thing there is that he had the composure to play the shot because he needed to do it in just the right way. Because he could overcomplicate the shot earlier and shoot the same type of spin, but he's not going to be doing that every time just because he can. He's going to do it only when he actually needs to, right? It's a good kind of mental trick, but it's a good shot. Oof. Steven Folan, shot on the 9.
Taking a 2-0 lead.
2-0 lead.
Here we go.
Good stuff. Well, you wanted to see the rest of the room. Well, we got,
just check out
this table full.
This is literally a who's who in the Pacific Northwest of pool players.
Yes, indeed.
Look at this.
This is a celebrity shot here.
Thank you very much. You see David Ringler in there. You got Jesse Bergman in there. Clay Belvoir.
Secret Wong.
Yeah, Secret Wong running the brackets.
Shout out to all the folks helping out. What else we got? We got some players here on the side. Oh, there's Lake McKay in the back.
Yeah.
We got Ed Hobbs right there.
Saw Daniel in there earlier.
Yeah, I think Daniel is either hanging out or might have just left.
Yep.
Victor Elacion's playing over there.
He's got some action going on.
This is a good shot.
And thank you to 15th Street and Break Room and Clark, who is the general manager of these establishments, really helping us out.
Oh, shout out to Clark, helping us out.
He really did do everything he could to facilitate what we needed. When we had an ask, Clark was all over it.
Look at this. I don't know. I'm liking Steven in this match all of a sudden.
All of a
Just
sudden. You've been on the Steven train the whole time.
Well,
what do you mean
no.
all of a sudden?
I mean, the first rack is what sold it to me. I think just the demeanor, the way they're playing, I think Steven's coming off a hot win. Sometimes the player who just finished, all of a sudden, is just going to, go in the final. Sometimes you see that when the finals just go. I don't know if it's going to happen. Stan is the man.
Yeah, there is a momentum thing about finishing your last match and starting your next one.
But I like Steven here. I don't know why. Is he coming a little short?
Yeah, not a little. He's,
as I say that,
way short of this mark.
Yowza.
Yeah, he's not a little short. He came like a foot short of where he wanted to be.
Yeah, he's going to have to kick at this. Not going to make it. He's going to come down. He's going to hit the gap between 7 and 9. And he's going to get a little awkward. But no, this is a Stan, man, for sure. This is a Stan rack. Yeah, this Larry Tufo, this is the finals. Yes, it is. Is my mic close enough now, Lee Baldwin? Can you hear me?
Lee is a stickler for mic technique.
Microphone technique.
He likes good mic technique. Of course, Lee Baldwin runs the Friday Night Lights, the FNL Productions live stream show.
I've been told to say FNL, yeah.
Yeah, we were supposed to say FNL because Friday Night Lights is a trademarked already.
Yeah.
FNL Productions, and
good stuff.
Does a great job with his live streams over there.
This is a chance for Stan. This is the toughest shot in the rack, I think. He's got to play 2 rails and get between the 7-9. Get the 5 in the top left corner. He can opt to shoot it thin as well, but I like this. Oh, is it going to hit the 9? 7-9 gap?
Oh,
he's good.
He just missed it. Boy.
That was the gap.
Yeah, because I think if he bumps the side of the edge of that 9, he's going to be hooked, right?
So, but he had to play underneath it because it's very makeable from the bottom, that top part of the table, I guess you could say. But good stuff. Mike Lemon saying, is he worried a big media company is going to sue him? I don't know. Maybe. You never know. I'm not in place to say that. First place payout. What do we got? $6K?
First place is $6,000. I'm rounding off.
Yeah, that sounds about right. There's also a player auction
for the main. Yep.
There's a nice shot here. Just a little bit of high English, a little bit of side spin.
Yep. Winner gets $6,000. The loser of this gets $3,200, and that's for the main pot. And then you have the auction.
Yeah, Damian Pomponik saying he's got about 20 hill battles over the past decade with Stan. Learn one thing is that you can never count Stan out. That's true. You can never count Stan out. Stan is the man. I got this weird feeling in my gut that I think I don't know why. It just feels like Steven's going to pull this out. I don't know why. I can't describe it. I can't do anything about it. It's just there.
I feel like, the experience of Stan Tourangeau of being in this situation as many times as he has in his life, it's just like every day, right? I mean, it's not something that is unusual or
no.
So I think that's going to be what he's going to lean to is his level of experience. And the guy's almost 70 years old, and he's still playing like a machine. He plays better than almost anybody at that age.
Oh, for sure.
And I think experience is going to win out here.
All right, let's see this break. Hit it. Misses the one on the side. Makes the wing ball. It's going to get a look at the one. No, not enough. Not enough. This is another situation. Where do you push to on this? This is kind of like where Steven was in the last match against Blake. He had a shot just like this where he was hooked on the one, but it's a kind of a jumpable ball, kind of.
Yep.
What do you do, though? I mean, do you just jump it yourself? Because you imagine Steven's going to put you in jail if you leave him anywhere. Have a full look. This is tough. Kick at this. You think Steven will put you in a worse position? Probably. So you might as well kick at it now. I don't know.
Yeah, this is a really tough one. Because that's the problem with push-outs, is like when both players are such equal skill levels, where do you push to?
Yeah, this is a normal push, but I don't think he's going to get this back.
He's not getting it. There's no way he's getting this back.
Yeah. He might be in trouble, Mike Littman saying, would you like to bet one of your uncashed WBCA checks? Hi, how do you know, Mike? checks are uncashed. I definitely cashed them last week. What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. There's no such uncashable checks at all. I mean, I may have not done it for the past 6 months, but that's a little bit different story.
Who has paper checks anymore?
Yeah, right? I was like, God, I have to take a picture of this.
Just Venmo it me.
Yeah, please.
Venmo me.
So this is a bit of a two-way, actually, because he played it all the way around.
Very nicely played by Stan. By Folan, sorry.
Folan,
yeah, that push out was... Yeah, wasn't much he could do, you know? It was like either go for the kick and risk selling out everything, or go for the push out and then get punished with a safety and then try to pull off some magic and get out of the safety.
That's where I'm thinking. I think he either kicks at it himself or he jumps it. That was the two options in my opinion, because otherwise you're going to be probably in jail.
Okay, so here we go.
Kick shot.
Yep.
To kick this in? I don't know. I feel it. It feels like it's going to go in. Top left corner. Does it go in? It just feels like it's going to go in.
Oh, the 5 almost did, but he did not get safe. He did not get coverage. That one ball is cuttable, and Steven's going to have to work a little bit to get around this 5 ball so that he can get shape on that 2.
I think just a little bit of inside. Check it off the rail and send it right between the 6, 5, 7, just in that line.
I think you're right.
Play to the center of the table, just past the side pocket.
I think the other option is to go around the other side of the 5, but I don't think there's as much room there, right? There's much more room in between the 6 and 5, so I think checking it with inside
he's going the other way. He likes to throw the ball in is what it is. That's why he's doing a lot of outside spin.
Yeah, well, the outside spin makes it easier to pocket the ball, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And the inside spin makes the ball
little
sometimes hang up if you're not accurate, right? So it makes the pocket a little bigger.
He could shoot the 2-9 after this, though, too.
So he did go in between.
Oh, no.
Holy smokes. He really loaded up with outside on that.
Yeah, he was playing for the 2-9 maybe, right? I don't know if it's set, though.
Well, we're going to find out. Well, I don't think even if it's set.
If he puts the cue ball, it's there. He's going to make this.
Okay.
It's there.
You're right. He's only going to do this if it's really wired.
Lee called it in the chat. He's looking at getting shape on the 2-9. Bang, bang.
Boom. Stan Tourangeau to tie it up 2-2.
Yikes.
We got action.
Yowza. Zoinks, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Big stuff. Damien Pomponik saying, first time I played Stan was when he was on the road in 2005. He plays better now, almost 20 years later, like a fine wine. Did not know that. That sounds
Stan Tourangeau like a fine wine. He just gets better with age.
Oh, jeez. On a bar box, I think, for sure.
I mean, it's incredible because, it is a deteriorating skill, right? As you get older, like, it's harder to maintain that same. But not only that, it's not only the eyesight and the physical issues of getting older that makes the game more challenging, but the stamina, the mental focus to stay mentally sharp for hours and hours and hours. And these players have been battling since yesterday at 9 a.m., and they have been going nonstop all day yesterday, all day today.
Yeah, that's true.
And you have to be on the whole time.
For sure.
So for me, I think that's almost the harder part of, as you get older, it's harder to stay mentally sharp for that long of a period of time. So shout out to Stan. He must keep himself in great health physically to be able to do that. I hope I'm doing that when I'm at his age, of course.
Pool's one of those games where you can play pool to one of the some of the oldest players, or some of the oldest ages, you can still be playing pool at, right? Like, you can't be playing American football at the highest level.
Right. It's not as physically demanding.
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
It's more the mental
demand. It's the precision
demand.
sport about it, right?
Yeah, it's the mental focus and sharpness that you need to have. So here we go. Stan is kind of struggling with the break so far. He hasn't really had good opportunities after the break to get the break and run going. And this is his second time in a row of having to push out. Right? And although he won that last rack, he had to really, he had to rely on an error from Folan to get that last rack. You're not going to survive if you can't get the break going. You're not going to survive Folan. You just won't. There's just no way in a race to 13 you're going to survive it if you don't get successful breaks and opportunities off the break. And these last two he's been turning the table over to Folan.
Yeah, Interesting. It's almost like in order to stay the match, you have to. It's like you have to punch back to stay alive. Otherwise, if you're not punching back, you're just getting constantly worn down over time, right?
Oh, what an attempt!
Wow, I almost went in, but
it was a two-way, right?
Well,
it seemed like a two-way because
kind of.
He would have had shape on the 2 if it goes in, and he's safe.
I mean, he puts the hand up, so he wasn't intentionally getting safe, I guess. But yeah, he would have at least had shape on the 2.
He puts the hand up. I love that. For whatever reason, I just get a chuckle out of that when players, they fluke a ball in, and the obligatory hand wave of,
I'm going to stop doing that. I don't know why.
I'm sorry, not sorry, right? It's like, I didn't really mean to do that, my bad, but I got lucky, thanks, And it's like,
oh, baby.
What a shot. That's
it's going to open up the 8-9.
It's a great attempt by Stan.
See, that's an example. Didn't move the rack, and I think 8-9 might be kind of tricky now.
Did they have an opportunity to remove it before?
I don't know. I mean, when there's 2 balls close to it like that, I think you technically can get it out. But I'm always a fan of, like, hey, just ask your opponent. You mind if we move the rack? Like, I don't want to deal with, like, weird rolls and stuff like that. Cause it can really change the dynamic of the game, I feel like.
Sometimes it does. It's a game of millimeters sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you can roll into it or tie up 2 balls like this unintentionally when really you should be breaking them open. They're going to tie back together by accident. It's just, yeah.
So, kind of tree-topped here, jacking up over the 6.
Nice shot, speared that in, but he's not on the 2. He's not on the 2. He was trying to draw that back more. Otherwise, he should have just gone a little forward. He's playing for the 2 underneath the 3. Yeah, he needed to draw back a little bit more.
He's getting jumpy. He's getting the jumper.
Jump shot. He had 2 jump shots in a row in the previous match.
Yep, successful jumps, and then it continues to get out.
Yeah, in a rack. So this is he might be still a favor to make
that.
Yeah,
he's 3 for 3 in this set on jump shots.
Yikes.
And if you count the one with his break cue that he did, he's 4 for 4 if you count that as a jump shot.
Yeah, true.
He also made that one as well. So don't think about pushing out to a jump if you're playing against Folan.
yeah, that lesson learned, right? Or push to a really weird jump kick or something like that, honestly. But you're getting it back.
He's giving it back to you.
Oh, there you go, Damien.
It's not going to help you.
Damien saying that Stephen Folan's got his own pay the rent stroke. Okay.
Pay the rent stroke. Yep.
He's got this in the corner. Is he going to roll far enough? He hasn't up in the corner. Okay.
Yep.
This is not too bad. If the 8 passes into the top right corner pocket, he just needs to get good on it. Might have to remove the rack if he doesn't want to deal with the impending sort of weird stun slide that could happen. But he's playing it around 2 rails so he gets a better angle on the 6.
Yeah, I love that.
That's smart.
I love that. Use the rails to get your angle, right? It's like you manufacture your own angle. If you're straight on it, use the rails to get your angle.
Now, your thoughts on this? Hear me out.
Draw
back on the 6 and run into the 9. Then you break up anything that deals with any sort of magic rack, and you're good.
I think he was trying to do that, actually,
Maybe?
because if you did bump the 9, you were going to be perfect on the... If you bump the 9 at all, you're going to be perfect on the 7. But if the 8 plays, you don't need to bump. And if you don't need to bump, don't bump.
Don't bump. And he's trying to get perfect on it. And he's a little far, so this is the least ideal angle.
Yeah.
Because he's going...
And these are not wired.
The other way. He's got to cut, induce, throw the other direction. It's a big shot.
It is a big shot. He's going to take a step back.
Yeah, it looks real close.
It is. He says he's asking if he wants to get a ref to look.
I don't know if he's gonna be able to move the rack. I don't know if you're the ref, can you
ref to remove the rack maybe?
I don't even know if I'd want to move this as a ref. I would have moved it a long time ago if that was the case. But
that's my thing too. Is like
he's asking Stan though. At least that's good.
Remove the rack early because it doesn't matter when you move it early. It doesn't make it really a difference in the game. But when you are coming at this point, it's critical that the balls stay exactly in the right positions. This is going to be tough because that 8-ball is sitting right on top of the template.
Yeah, and our side view here, it's definitely tricky.
Okay, so they're going to leave it. beautiful shot.
And he
Like
makes
it was nothing.
No problem. I almost switched the camera angle at the wrong time there. Just barely caught it.
And the rack is still exactly where it was, and so he doesn't have to do much work to get started on the next rack here.
And that's the out. Nicely done.
Very well done, Stephen Folan. A little bit of mastery.
Oh, put it on the table. We'll zoom in.
Which table do you want?
Any table. This one, whatever you want. Yeah, put it on that table facing that way, so that camera can... Yeah, facing towards that camera. Yeah, thanks. Good stuff, good stuff.
Man, what a treat we're getting. This is, I mean, this is like my dream come true. I mean, being able to be here and commentate and live stream with and play in this tournament is just fantastic. So much fun.
I mean, yeah, we knew it was going to be a good weekend. A lot of good action, a lot of good players.
Well,
Great time.
and knock on wood, you know, like you always expect like things to happen. We really haven't had very many issues, and I'm going to knock on wood so I don't jinx myself, you know. But
just the one, you know, live stream situation, and someone else.
Yeah, a little bit of bandwidth, but we figured that out.
Yeah.
All right. So Damian Pompinek says he remembers when Steven moved to BC, started coming down here for tournaments. He didn't win anything for a couple years. Then one day he caught a gear and was in every finals in the area for about a year. Sometimes you just figure it out.
Yeah, and it looks like he's kind of in that zone right now.
So no problems here, but I think he does have to hit the gap between the 8 and 9 to get on the 4, which he does successfully, no problem. And he wants to be in that prime position, so just getting up here, as long as the only ball to worry about is that 9 ball. You just don't want to get stuck on the 9.
Nice shot there.
Nice
just
little
friendly.
Yeah, friendly love nudge, love bump on the 7, and he doesn't have a whole lot of more work to do now. Using some good spin to get the angle that he wants on this 8 ball, and just a little drawback for the 9, and he's good to go.
Beautiful. Big run out there. Two to 4, Stephen Folan leading the race. He's taking a break. It looks like.
Yeah, we're going to take a little break, so that's going to give us an opportunity to say a little something about our sponsors. You need to take a little break too?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
You're
just
good?
my head break. That's all.
All right.
My
so,
ear cup break.
Sorry, that's the one. You already pressed it. Let's talk about Silver Mountain Spa. Unwind your body and soul. Silver Cypress Spa, located at Silver Mountain Resort in Kellogg, Idaho. Silver Valley's hidden gem boasts custom facials, massages, body scrubs, wraps, and spa parties for any occasion. Reach out to Silver Mountain Spa. And then we've got Ron Plaza Real Estate with Integris. Buying or selling your home can be a daunting process when you need a real estate professional you can trust. Whether you're ready for the next move or wondering how to get started, call Ron Plaza with Integris Real Estate. Not only is Ron a fantastic real estate agent, but he's also a good pool player too, and he's a super nice guy.
I love it. Love it.
So you know,
part of the family.
Yeah, he's part of the family. Got to support the family. And then we've got Salado, the Salado pool app. Salato's a mobile app that allows pool players to find and host games of pool any place where a pool table is present. This can be at a business or in your own home. Salado allows members to keep track of stats, win prizes, compete against pool players at their skill level or beyond. Download the Salado app today. And then we've got Bob Danielson. BDQs has been making the SS360 line of 6-ply low deflection shafts for over 25 years. They cover the most every joint pin out there except the Mez Wavy. They offer custom joint diameters, custom lengths, custom joint collar and ring work, custom ferrule diameters and ferrule options, tip options, multiple shaft sizes, and tapers. All right.
Good stuff.
BDQs. Thanks for supporting the stream. We are going to get back to the action here. Let's have a look. Yeah, like maybe something darker behind it.
Just on the table.
I wonder.
Like a folder on the table. Or the case.
Yeah. Yeah, the case for it, right? That would be a good idea. Okay. So here we go, Folan with this soft break. Yeah, it's not an illegal break. I mean, it's definitely moving the balls around the table. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I know people in the chat were. Larry Tufo is asking where Stephen Folan is from. I believe Vancouver area. So BC, British Columbia. I don't know anything more specific than that, but I know that area.
Yeah, he basically lives in Vancouver, I'm pretty sure. He owns a pool hall in Vancouver as well. I think, what's it called? Sneaky Pete's, I think is what it's called. Got a bunch of 7-footers.
Yeah. What's he got here on this 3-ball?
Shoot in the corner.
Holy smokes. Wow, I didn't
You don't
really
like those
that.
outside cuts, do you?
Yeah,
those back
you know,
cuts. They're shooting them all day on these tables.
Yeah, it's like no problem. They're like hangers
Yeah.
for these guys.
Same with Blake. He was back cutting that ball.
Yeah. So somebody was asking again about the payouts. First place is going to get $6,000, and the loser of this gets $3,200. Those are the main prize pool. There is an auction where it's about the same. All right, what's he going to get on this 5? He's going to have to do another back cut, which is no problem because the 6 is a hanger, so he doesn't really have to work for position. Yeah. He doesn't have to really do much for position. Just pocket the ball.
Ooh,
oh, but don't
the
pocket
6.
both of them.
Oh, he's good. He's good.
I mean, it wouldn't have been the end of the world, but it would just have made it a little bit harder.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with that extra if you don't have to.
Right. Draw back for that 8. Yep. Only a stop shot there. And Folan is rolling.
Yes, indeed. I don't know if he's ever heard that one before, but not too bad. Not too bad.
I'm gonna coin it right here. You heard it here first.
Folan is rolling.
Folan is rolling.
It is 5-2.
It is 5-2.
Got a little.
And here is, besides the cash, what's more important that these guys are playing for?
There's a trophy.
Is the trophy. Who is going to be the first? This is the first Northwest 9-Ball Open champion 2023.
First annual, maybe? Who knows?
This is the first.
First ever.
I think
we're not sure about annual yet, but we'll see. We'll see.
We don't know yet, but I think enough people are super excited about this and enjoying this so much that I can't see how we could stop, right? It's only going to get better from here. And I got David Ringler over here saying, "Shut up, guys, shut up."
Maybe we should get David Ringler in the booth for a couple racks. You want to get him on some games?
Absolutely.
I can swap out if he wants.
Either one. Okay, cool. Come on and join us, David. Christian needed a break anyway, so.
Oh, these headphones are loud.
Yeah, well, it's nice because that way you can hear yourself and you don't have to talk so loud to hear what I'm saying, and I don't have to talk loud to hear what you're saying, or vice versa, whatever. So, David, man, thanks for putting this together. This is, you and Jesse have done such an amazing job at putting together this tournament, and man.
Yeah, it's been a wild couple months.
I mean, I can't even imagine how much work it took to put this thing together. Hundreds of hours. But tell us about, like, what got you guys started into wanting to do this?
I don't know. It was actually Jesse and I ran a tournament before COVID, I think it was. We ran the annual toy drive, Scotch Doubles, to raise toys that we deliver to Seattle Children's Hospital. And
right, I played in the. No, that's all right.
Distracted there.
I played in the toy drive tournaments a couple of times. We're on a player break right now, guys. So viewers that are watching, we're not limiting you from seeing the action here. The players are taking a quick break, so we're just doing a quick interview with one of the tournament directors, David Ringler here. He didn't know he was going to be pulled into the booth, so he wasn't ready for this. But yeah, I've been to the toy drive tournaments. I went, I think, 3 years in a row. Fantastic. You guys put all of the toys that are donated to the Children's Hospital, and you fill up like 2 full booths in the restaurant full of toys. It fills up truckloads.
Yeah, it was amazing, the growth year over year, and COVID slowed us down a little bit, but we're back. And then we ran that together, and then we decided to do a really big one. I don't know if everybody remembers. 2018, we ran a big money added tournament. Dennis Orcolo won that one. He came out here for that.
I missed that one, but
yeah,
I heard about it.
And then COVID slowed us down, and then Jesse said, hey, let's run another one. And many late nights deciding how we were going to run it and put what we were going to put together in the tournament, the entry fee and the Calcutta, and lots of time, lots of conversations.
Well, I know a lot of these people are very grateful for what you guys have done for the sport and the amount of work that you guys have put into just promoting the game in the Pacific Northwest. But the fact that you wrangled in all those sponsors to get $10,000 added is just fantastic.
Well,
and amazing.
Jesse's got to get the majority of the credit for that. That man knows how to swindle you out of a couple $100.
I'll remember that when I get it, when he gets me on the pool table. Huh?
Yeah.
So, okay, we're back in the action now, and
Steven had a dry break.
Yeah.
Ended up staying a pretty straight in shot on the one.
And this is exactly what Stan needed, because Steve wasn't really looking at. That break was really working well for him. But that's
Steven, it's as the tournament has progressed, they've gotten the break more and more figured out. And that was one of our intentions by doing the 9 on the spot.
Yep.
It's a little bit difficult. It's more difficult to break and make the wing ball have a shot on the one, and just kind of tic-tac-toe patterns. We wanted to mix that up a little bit. And of course, Matchroom, the biggest in the country, they're doing 9 on the spot now as well. So.
It definitely changes the game, and I love it because, we don't want the game to be easy, right? It's more fun when it's difficult.
It sure is fun to watch people make a lot of balls in a row, though.
Yeah, I mean, but the tactical play is very enjoyable as well.
Yeah, the mental chess game in the match of the more difficult shots. And strategy is amazing to watch.
So what do you like here on this shot?
I think he just floats up.
Is he going to hit
past
the
9? He'll clear the 9 clean, and he'll just leave himself an angle to come back out on the 8 in the middle of the table. Yeah,
Yep.
just like that.
Just like that. Nicely done.
He'll probably play this 2 rails out into the middle of the table.
Yeah, forward 2 rails, get a nice little angle on the 8. Middle of the table, just like you said. Nice and close. That's helpful.
Pretty standard draw back out into the middle table.
Brenner Holloman, Blake Baker finished 3rd, 4th in this tournament. Very nice showing. He lost to Stephen Folan in a hill battle. So
yeah, that was an amazing match to watch in person. It was incredible.
So
Stephen's down 10-8 and ends up coming back with some amazing shots to win the match.
absolutely. That was an incredible match to watch. Stephen had a good lead and, was on the hill first. Usually we say, the guy that's on the hill first has a big edge, but, Stephen Folan just pushed through, fought through, and I think there was like one kind of critical error by Blake that Folan capitalized on and got the last 3. So,
and with these guys and their speed, it comes down to the break and who makes the fewest mistakes. They all make the ball the same. They all get positioned just as good as the next.
So let's take a look at Stan's break. He's been changing it up a little bit.
Yeah,
he
hasn't
seems like he's
quite got it dialed.
Yeah, like he's constantly kind of making minor adjustments to it.
Now
Still.
that one looks like it might be pretty nice.
Yeah, that one works. He avoided the side pocket, which is the key. Got the 1 ball in the side, and the 2 is 2 to the 3. Everything is nice and open here.
Yeah, the most difficult portion is the 3 to the 4, and even that's not that difficult. So.
Right. Just get yourself a nice little angle on it. Don't go too far forward with this 2 ball.
You got a little flat there, I think. You might have. The camera angle is a little tricky, actually. Yeah, I think he's okay. He'll come out 2 rails into the middle of the table. Oh no, looks like maybe he's drawing the ball. Okay.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, that just allows him, that little angle on the 4 allows him to just come out for the 5, where he can put it anywhere on the table he wants after that. Whatever works for his agenda here, but this is, I would say, pretty textbook break and run by Stan Tourangeau. One of the thousands or hundreds of thousands that he's put together in his life.
Yeah, I think he'll probably pull this back just a couple inches.
Yeah, I like that too. Then you're just really looking at a stop shot or maybe a 3-inch draw, right? I mean, a stop shot is perfectly fine.
Yeah, this will just stop it. Play the cue ball out 2 rails for 9 in the same corner.
Yeah. Yep. It's like he's done this before.
Oh, he didn't even have to go 2 rails.
No. Nice and easy. He plays really well on these bar boxes. I'm not saying that he doesn't play well on other tables, but man,
he makes it look easy.
Man. Because you don't really, you don't have a lot of room for error on the smaller tables. They are easier, the shots are easier, but the positional errors can be magnified on the small tables.
Yeah, tighter spaces to work in.
So Stan climbs a little bit closer And I know we just grabbed you out of the out of the crowd there. I know you got your
Christian's
backpack on.
kind of bored over here. So.
Well, thanks for jumping in and saying hello to the people. I know everybody's enjoying watching this, and you guys had a big part of putting this together. I just wanted to give you an opportunity to jump in there a little bit and say hello to everybody. But
no, I appreciate it. And I wanted to say, when we started talking about streaming, you guys came to mind, streaming this event, and who we were going to contact, because there's a couple of you guys out there, not many, but you guys came first to mind, and this, in my opinion, is the gold standard. You guys did an amazing job this weekend, impeccable job. So we got maximum value out of you.
Yeah, well,
and we appreciate it, man. It's awesome.
Thank you. That's good to hear. It's a pleasure to do, and I give 90% of the credit to Christian Youngers over here,
because
right. He is a
90%
fantastic.
of the credit goes to Jesse.
Yeah, right. I mean, hey, it takes a team. But thanks for all you guys do.
Thanks,
really appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
And thanks for coming in.
All right.
Thank you, Savvy. Appreciate you. A lot of people call me Nick, but that's my last name is Nix. But thank you, Savvy.
Your name is not Nick?
It's Savvy, though, I think. Not Savvy.
That's true.
Savvy. So
back at you there.
I messed up his name, too. There we go. I get a lot of people that think my name is Nick because I have two first names, right? Patrick, Nix.
Oh, yeah. Nick is a typical first name.
Right,
yeah.
right. It's a lot. So it's a push out here.
Push out.
Yeah, and Stan this is third push out of the set, so it's.
Oh, this guy.
He's really struggling with the brake because if you're braking and you've got to push out, half the time, that's gonna hurt you.
Oh, that was close. He was setting up that the whole time.
Yeah.
Tyler Chan.
So he pushed to a kick,
Whoever put these odds doesn't know Stan the Man. Yeah, they only know Fargo, so it's a little bit of a limited, data set, I guess you could say.
It's not who puts these odds together. It is the algorithm of Fargo rate.
It is what.
Yeah, the math, right? And so it's an ELO system, which is, if anybody is a chess player out there, it's an algorithm that bases odds on ratings and skill levels, and you can look it up on Google. ELO rating system, and it's just math, guys. It's not that hard. Doesn't necessarily mean the thing is that just because it says 60% or 90% doesn't necessarily mean that guy's going to win.
Oh, for sure.
It just means that 9 out of 10 times or 6 out of 10 times he's, that's what the odds say.
Yeah, exactly.
People put too much into odds,
It's just like it's a guideline more than actual rules, you might say, like quoting Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know if you know that.
I was wondering where that accent was coming from.
It's a pirate, arg, matey. Yeah.
That's your pirate accent?
That's my pirate accent.
Oh, boy.
Not that good, but
yeah,
yes, that's kind of the idea. It's not, what's his name? Barbosa? Capitan Barbosa.
Okay. Anyway.
Good thing I'm not doing Bane anymore. That's the main thing.
Right, we got you off of Bane.
Bane was better, though. Let's be honest. That one was decent.
Right.
Pretty soon I'm going to start hitting Sean Connery or, I don't know. We can move on to accents. Let's see. Stephen running out against Blake Hill with 5 balls left. Blake still listed the favorite. Yep. That's how the stats go.
Yep.
They're not 100% accurate.
It's
but
just odds, guys.
It's a best attempt, you know?
Yeah, it's just odds. That's not a guarantee. Just because somebody's a favorite doesn't mean that they're going to win.
How come nobody cheer at Folan? I don't know. I think there's plenty
Folan's
of
got a
people.
lot of fans out there.
He's got a lot of support.
Obviously, he's not paying attention to all the channels. You know, some people, they're in just one channel. We're streaming this on like 5 different channels and platforms, so you might only be seeing the comments from one platform.
True.
Right.
This
So
is lined up. He's gonna shoot this. Decent chance.
Oh yeah.
9 in the pocket.
There it goes.
Perfecto.
Folan with the combo.
Oh wait, the trophy's gone. What happened? Who moved it?
They moved it.
Oh, they turned it around.
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. You want me to go put it back? Here,
I don't know who turned it, but I guess we can always zoom in from this side.
I actually have to take a restroom break.
That sounds good.
Bio break, so I will move the trophy around so that you guys can. Okay, all right.
Yeah. All right, gotta update the score 4-6 real quick. Give me 1 sec. Sorry, we're just doing a little switcherooski. Yep. Here you guys. Thank you in the chat. Let me update the score. All good. All good to go. 4-6. Stephen Folan. This is a tricky shot here. Playing it safe, getting behind the 9. I think he's good. I think he's got it. I think this too is chopping the money, both from BC playing for trophy only. I don't know about that. I think they're playing for the big cheese indeed. I don't think either one of them wants to split this. Sure, they're in the money, but they want the glory, the fame. They want the big win indeed. It is tricky indeed. Hooked himself on the 2. Doesn't like this shot. Yeah, Mike Littman saying Folan can't miss a jump shot. He has yet to miss a jump shot indeed. But don't know what's gonna happen here. He's almost on this 7 ball too. I think he's gonna jump this. I think he might have to. I don't know if it needs to be jumped. Jump over the 3. Jump bank shot. And he kicks it. Oh, that's a real jump bank kick. That's about as many words as you can get in a single shot, I guess you could say, in terms of skills at the table. Jump bank kick shot. Sorry, my mic was a little far away from the face, as Lee would say. But a little stunny stun here. Came definitely short. I think he needed some follow inside to spin it off the rail and get some more space. Oh, he's shooting this in the corner. Nice shot from Stan. This 4-ball cuts. A good shot of Stan's Q action there. Nice stuff. Good little spin shot there. He's going to hold up for the 5 nicely. And I think this gentleman might be done with his rack. Nice shot. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay, Shu-Cheng, I guess you beat me. Jump, bank, kick, safety break. I don't know if that's possible. I think you take the break out and everything else works. Don't know about that. I guess it was a jump kick, not a bank. So jump kick. I guess if you jump kick banks a safety, then that's the shot. That's the max. Okay, fair enough. Another jump shot though. Jump bank on this one. No, swerve. Swerve kick. He's got all the words coming at him. Though I do think this is enough space to jump this ball. Stan Tourangeau gonna bring out the jump cue here. Sorry, spending some time looking at a couple different angles. Jump kick, carom two-way safe. All right, that's not bad. Yeah, no bank, jump kick. That's right. That's the correction. He's gonna just try to pop this ball, and he makes it. Stops it dead. Nice shot from Stan. Well done indeed. And this is a little tricky, but I think Stan is out here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, whoops. Sorry. He's cut the 9-ball in. He's good. Yikes, I almost messed up that situation, but I think we're good. Oh, let's get Jesse in here. Sounds good. We got Jesse Bergman in the chat, or in the commentary booth. Go ahead and put on the headset. Mr. Jesse Bergman, how's it going, buddy?
It's going great.
Oh, unmute you. There you go.
There we go.
Nice.
And
Dude, congrats. This tournament, it's been well run. Good stuff going on.
it's working out so far, hasn't it?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Not too bad. We got a webcam here, so yeah, good stuff. Let the people know at home. Say hi. This is Jesse. Well, man, what a tournament indeed. Good shout out. Hats off to you and David Ringler.
Yeah, shout out to Ringler, man. He really crushed the Calcutta. He crushed everything. You know, we ran the tournament bracket smoothly. I couldn't have done it without him. I know that for sure.
Oh, yeah. You guys made a great combo, and then Secret Wong as well. She was doing a lot of work, kind of.
Yeah,
You guys were both playing the tournament, no?
Correct. Yeah. So everybody was trying to juggle around. We had a team of 6 people with you guys in the stream.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay.
So we tried to juggle everybody around when we could. Secret did a phenomenal job, all day Saturday. Because I was playing in a few matches, but
no, it makes a big difference when you have that extra body helping out, just directing traffic, answering questions, all that sort of thing, right?
Yeah, it's gives you a little bit of a break. Sometimes it gets to be exhausting, and you just need 5 minutes.
Exactly. No, it's very much so. Well, we got a barn burner here. Just checking out the crowd there. Everybody's sitting there watching, but Stan and Steven putting on a show 6-5. Who did you have in this one? Did you think it was going to be Stan and Steven in this?
I thought Simon was going to make it towards the end.
Yeah, Simon did. I mean, the big matchup in the tournament when it came to the last 32 was really Simon and Steven meeting up in the second round, right? Round of 16. That was huge. Yeah.
When it comes to single elimination, the draw is the biggest factor, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, also everybody's on the B side now, really, because this is it. You're in or you're out, right? So.
Right. Do or die.
Yeah. Big stuff. Any shout outs you want to give to any folks at home? So you're a Bergman. You're not Justin Bergman related,
No,
but I'm sure you get that a lot, right, in the pool world, right?
I wish. I'd be getting lessons. I think I'd be much better if I had him in the family.
Yeah. That's just how it goes sometimes,
Yeah. Stan's got this 4-ball tied up. I'm not sure what he's going to do about that. I mean, maybe try to play safe and hide.
Yeah, he's going to try to cheat his pocket, I think, and go forward. He's going 1 rail forward, 2 rails forward, yeah. Can he make it into the...
Does it go?
It's tricky. I think it does, based on the side angle. He played it like it goes, honestly. Otherwise, I feel like he's just playing it safe maybe here. He can bust out the 6 too. I don't know. I like doing this. Just roll forward, hit the 6 full, push it toward the corner.
If it goes, he's got a great angle for it.
You don't want to be shooting the 6-9 combo. Oh, he's shooting the 6 up table. That's a smart shot.
Great angle.
Yeah, he's knight.
You see
knight,
how
knight
he's
in this rack.
4 inches off the rail like a true professional does.
Just perfect to get enough of the cue ball. Good stuff. Stun shot. There you go. Get some people in the chat. Glenford Carrito saying, "What's up, Jesse?"
Hey, Glenn.
Savi Nayak, thanks to Jesse and David for organizing the tournament. Amazing experience. Jake Holper III from Longview, great commentary. Not related to Justin Bergman, unfortunately. Savi saying, shout out to Secret Wong as well. Nice jump shot from Stan, yes indeed. He's on this 9-ball. And I think with this, he ties it up. It's a race to 7, ladies and gentlemen. Who said Stan was out of it? I don't think anybody did, because there's no way he's out of this one. For sure.
Oh, bar box. Stan's so deadly on the bar box.
Oh, yeah. This is redonkulous, I would say. I'm using all the words.
Yeah, but special shout-outs. I mean, all of our sponsors, shoot, we had, I think, 22, 23 sponsors in total.
Yeah. No, yeah. That's I think we got the top head sponsors, Ox Billiards. We've got Double J Painting and Northwest Tap. So shout out to our, lead sponsors. I guess you can call them head sponsors. I can run through a couple other ones. A Tri-Game Pacific Northwest Series. We got Jam Up in the building. Salado. ATM Czar LLC. Plattis Law Firm. Shout out to Plattis Law Firm. Bob Danielson Q's. The UPA. Along with Jesse's Billiards. And Golden West Games. We got a bunch of sponsors, but we got action, ladies and gentlemen. We got another break here from Stan Tourangeau. He's on a break and run, 1 pack. He's looking like he's going to be trying to get a second one. He's hitting a little bit harder on that one. I think he's made a 3-ball in the wing. Does he get a look at the 1?
He's been getting tough looks at the 1.
Yeah. Not too easy, I would say.
It's been great this tournament watching everybody's variation of the break.
Yeah, it's been very interesting, right? Seeing some players, they're hitting a little bit harder, hitting a little bit more action on the ball. Some players are hitting it real soft, like Steven. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, I mean, sending your cue ball in all kinds of different directions, some of them.
Yeah, it's been pretty interesting. Oh, he tries to go for that bank. I mean, that was a shot. Play it two ways. I think Steven has really been the player that I've noticed has been hitting the break the softest out of everyone.
Definitely. You know, but he's still getting 2-3 balls past the head string on a lot of those breaks.
Yeah, I mean, on a bar box with a Magic Rack, it's you know, it's pretty decent chance to get that. But it's just very consistently. He's making the one, getting shape on the two because he's able to rack it. You know, and you can't fault him for it. I mean, he's been playing it pretty well.
Yeah.
But less consistent, I would say, in this match. I don't think he's been quite getting this as easily. Leo Simpson saying he wants to give a shout out to his Uncle Stan. Hello from Edmonton, Alberta. Shout out to Uncle Stan playing in the finals here. I'm sure he gets that a lot at home.
Shout out to Glenn. You're coming to visit in October. Look forward to seeing you, buddy.
And as he hit it, nice and full, but he's going to leave the one, I think.
Yeah, that's cuttable.
Yeah, this is... He might be curtains for this rack. I think Stephen Folan starting to get a little frustration building. I don't know exactly what, but he's starting to falter in a couple of these, but then Stan is doing his thing. I mean, he's been here before. He knows what to do.
Yeah. A lot of people say experience wins out.
Yeah, exactly. You never know. He's going to spin this. Does he hit it? Yeah, nice. Okay, it's not on the rail, so definitely hit ball first. And I think the hardest ball on the table is gone. Everything else looks pretty straightforward to me.
Yeah.
He could shoot 7, 8, 9, 7 to the 8-9 combination.
Good.
But
What do you think he gets to this for? You think he plays over to the other side or back?
I think he just plays forward, play the corner up, the four in the top right corner. Stun 2 rails, playing in the side. Ooh, dicey. Not too bad though. That's why he's playing over there, and I'm sitting here watching.
That's true.
Then again, I don't miss from here, so.
This is when we're getting lessons, you know.
yeah. So he's got a little off angle here, but he's probably just gonna stun this. Talk about tangent lines, indeed. Stun this off the tangent line. Let's see if he hits it. See the ball whip off of this tangent line. A little bit of draw, hook back. Play the 5 in the same pocket. Ooh, a little bit of a table roll there.
Tiny swerve there. They hit
Still
a chalk
okay.
rock.
I think he's Stan. He's fine. He's gonna roll this with some inside. Play 1 rail at the 6. He wants a little angle on the 6. Oh, he's okay with not too much inside, but missed the 9. Spin it. 1, 2 rails. Doesn't want to be perfectly straight. He's okay.
He can play forward, can he?
Yeah, he can just stop it there even if he wants.
Oh, yeah.
Roll and play the 8 and the opposite side as a 7. I think he's pretty good. Oh, people saying the screen is a little bit choppy. Hopefully it's not getting too choppy. I think we did a speed test earlier and we were much better in terms of upload, but let's just do a double check here. I don't have any dropped frames for a long time, so if you're seeing this choppy stream, Jack, Tucci, then you might want to either change the resolution or just lower it a bit, or check your internet connection if you're not fast enough. But I think we're good on our side. And he makes the combination. Stan the man going out.
And does it again.
I think we're going to swap out and get a little interview over here.
There we go. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, shout out to Jesse.
All right. Well, we are swapping out commentators, and we've also got a special guest in the booth, Mr. Blake Baker. Welcome.
Why, thank you.
Yeah, congratulations on your third, fourth place finish in this tournament. I know you really wanted to be in the finals to represent the USA.
That is for sure, but it was a good run. just lack of a few safeties.
You know, you played great the whole tournament. Watching you play, and really impressed with your game overall. And happy that you're coming out here and watching this finals with us and coming in to commentate with us. So really appreciate that.
Of course, I like this aspect of the game, watching from a camera angle and giving a little commentary and sharing a little extra advice for some extra commentators and viewers.
So you've got a lot of experience in playing against several of these players in this tournament. What do you think of these two matching up? Who's your pick here for this finals match?
I played Stan probably about 10 times, and we've been back and forth a lot, but that was my first time actually playing Steven. So it was a nice little hill battle, but like I said, I'm a little disappointed in how I finished. I feel like I should be playing this finals, but at the same time, I love looking at it from this angle.
Yeah, you're a competitor. I mean, it's you got fight and you got heart, and of course, if it's not first place, you're gonna be disappointed, right? I mean, that's just but that's the reason that you are as good as you are, because you're like that. So, there will be more opportunities, and you will continue to excel and get better. And it is 9-ball on a bar box too. So it is like there is some kind of things that go a little bit funny sometimes. What a jump! He gets the fluke.
Yeah.
He gets the obligatory hand wave, saying "my bad," but I'm going to keep playing.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to be behind the 4-ball or the 9-ball here. He's going to play safe, hit the left side of the 1-ball with the cue ball.
So you like playing safe here?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot of offensive. Actually, what he's going to do is here put the 1 on the left side of the 4 and hide me on the 9-4 stack here.
Okay.
Oh, no, I was right about the first side.
Yeah, you were right on the first one, but not sure he got. Yeah, he did not get there.
That looked like me last set, right there.
Yeah, it's like, it's so funny. It's like sometimes you play a safety and you get into behind this wall of balls, but there's this thin little window, and the cue ball happens to find that little tiny window.
I think I found that 4 times last set.
Yeah. So let's talk. They're taking a player break here, but give us an idea. Who are your sponsors currently?
I have a lot of them. So I'm wearing my jersey here. I got 4 different sponsors on 2 jerseys I wear. So I got 8 sponsors on my jerseys, and then I have a couple 3 that are consistent, like Jam Up, But Patrick Davini Hughes is what I shoot with. I got a couple local sponsors like ABC Concrete out of Spokane. They help me out a little bit.
Right.
Michael Littman for Littman Lights. He helps me out. There's a few other guys that help me pursue my dreams. Spokane, APA, they help me out as well. But yeah, I was. There's a long, like I said, a long list of sponsors, but I got 8 sponsors specifically that I wear on my shirts. Wear to all my events that I play in.
And are you actively pursuing any additional sponsors? If there's any companies out there that are interested in,
I am actually. I do have a couple open spots on my upcoming jersey that I'm going to be having. So,
all right.
If you're interested in that, hit me up.
All right.
Message me. But
all right, guys. Any companies out there in the pool world that are looking for a fantastic ambassador for their organization? Blake Baker is currently open for a couple additional sponsorships, so maybe we can help you out there. Shu Cheng Chow says, any upcoming big tournament plans?
I have a few coming up. Yeah, I got one in Boise coming in July, and then I got invited to. I think it's the Don Weir Memorial, the one here in Everett here in August.
Right.
The 15,000 added. That's a big one. Spokane Open Labor Day weekend. I'm trying to think. There's a couple other decent ones that are not quite as big as that, but I have planned in between time.
Ooh, boy, look at this leave on the 8. Let's take a look at the side view here. That's not ideal for Folan, but
he'll get out of it.
Yeah. It's definitely not what he was looking for on that.
Yeah, it is a little weird actually, because good shape on the 9. He might have to cut in the side 2 rails towards that bottom right first diamond, just like that. Oh, he missed it.
Okay, open window here for Stan to extend his lead here. Started off the set being down by a couple of racks, and now he's got the opportunity to take a 2-rack lead. If he can get this closed out.
I think I cut this ball. Even though like the bank's almost straight on, I hit the edge of it here. I always had people tell me if you can always cut the ball, even though it's tough, you got to cut it before you bank it.
Yeah, I've heard that too. And cut for dough, bank for show, they say, right?
Right. But
this
at
is
the
definitely.
Same time, at the same time, he can bank the 8 here in the corner and play kind of a 2-way with hook him behind the 9 and get a little lucky, but.
Right, if it rattles the pocket and sort of sits in there, he'd probably be behind the 9. But, you know, Steven is so effective with that jump cue and all of the other tools he has in his arsenal, he'll find a way around it.
I know. He 10-9, he jumped two balls in a row to run out.
We saw that. Yeah, and he had a rack in this set where he jumped twice in a row, you know.
I'll be having nightmares about it. I don't have to relive it again.
He can jump with his jump cue, his break cue, or his playing cue as well. So he just seems to have all of the tools that are necessary. But
Stan gets a 2-game lead.
Stan is a veteran of the game, and he has been in this position so many times. It's like it's not even phasing him. So let's talk about that. I think a lot of people are curious about like the pressure in situations like this when you're getting into when you're getting into these competitive battles, right? And you're getting into the heat of the moment and you're coming down to the wire and you know there's thousands on the line. How do you deal with the pressure of that situation?
You just gotta almost think like it's another practice game at home. You can't really like pay too much into the crowd or the atmosphere. You just gotta play the table, play like you normally do. You can't really think about it too much. Once you start thinking, everything kind of goes downhill as far as that goes.
Like, and you're what I would consider a rhythm player. Like, you like to get into that rhythm where you're just in that fast pace and you're just like a locomotive. Once you get going, and you're just unstoppable, right? And it feels like you feed off of your own energy into getting into that mode. Can you talk about that pace that you play at a little bit? Because I'm curious about that.
Well, I kind of got in a bad habit as a kid. I played in junior internationals a lot, VNEA, and they had like a speed pool division. And I won it, I think, four or five times, but it was just, whoever can run out the fastest. I loved it, but it's kind of a bad habit. You practice like that, you're going to play like that. And, but at the same time, I slow down sometimes when it comes to, like, big, huge atmospheres and whatnot, but...
Does that change your game when you change your pace, though?
Not really. Like, usually when I slow down a little bit, it's like when I'm playing, like, the Shane Van Boning, those type of players where, like, I know I can't make one little mistake and I gotta absolutely play perfect, but...
Right.
I try to play at that pace as most as I can, but... I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting. And somebody mentioned in the chat when they were watching you shoot, is that it takes some of the nerves away when you have it play at that speed. Oh, that was a little short there from Stan.
He's perfect. That's it.
Oh, you think he was intentionally?
Yeah, he tried to play the short side here, so now he can naturally cut it in, come 2 rails.
Okay.
He probably want to go a little bit further, but not much, because naturally he comes 1, 2, hit this third one.
Oh, I see.
But he wanted to make sure he left himself an angle there to make it really easy. I think he plays a 6 all the way up. I can't tell really the angle of 3 here. Oh, and he goes ribbon swing. It's good here. Like I said, it's kind of similar angle to the 3 ball here.
2 rails and out.
Yeah.
Some outside spin.
Stan's got some momentum. I think he was stuck 6-4, right?
I think so. Yeah, it was 6-4. So that means that he's won the last 4 racks in a row.
Yeah, about to be 5. And
Folan is no longer rolling. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon.
oh, he's fine.
You think?
He's got plenty of room.
All right. Oh yeah, he sure does. When you look at the side camera, that's definitely good. So the pace that you play at. So somebody mentioned in the comment that that it probably helps with nerves as far as the speed, because you don't even have time to think about the situation.
That's the thing. Like people think that I'm not thinking about a thing, but my mind's going 100 miles per hour at all times, and I don't know. I just find a way to like compose it the best, but it doesn't look like I am, but I am thinking a lot. That's 5 games in a row for Stan, and he's got some momentum. Yeah, I got a lot of mutual respect for both these players, but I'm kind of rooting for Stan. He's definitely a buddy of mine.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in the chat rooting for Stan as well. Stan the man. Somebody mentioned, like, is anybody rooting for Folan? Yeah, there's lots of people rooting for Folan. He's a fan favorite out there. It's just that Stan has been around the scene for so many years, right? And that
I got a piece of Folan in the second Calcutta, and I'm still rooting for Stan here, if that says anything.
Yeah, that does say a lot, actually. That says a lot. So, yeah, so you moved out to Washington, what, about 4 years ago?
4 or 5 years ago, yep.
From Las Vegas, right?
No, actually. So I grew up in Iowa my whole life, and then I moved out to Spokane for about 6 months, and then we moved to Vegas for 2 years, 2.5 years or so.
Okay.
And then we moved back here to Spokane during the pandemic. We had a baby, and it was a little tough in Vegas. All the pool halls shut down. We both got laid off our jobs, and it was just a lot easier to come back.
And so you like the Spokane area, and you decided, hey, let's get out of Vegas. Let's go to Spokane.
Well, her parents live in Spokane, so it's a lot easier for to have help with the kid and whatnot, especially during the pandemic there. But
okay. I would imagine there's lots of pool action to get involved in Vegas, and Spokane is a little different, right?
A little
different vibe.
There's definitely a huge different vibe in Vegas. I learned so much. I definitely learned I can't trust anybody. Vegas is a different type of town. But, and like I said, I lived there for about 2.5 years, and I experienced a lot. Played $5,000 sets, $1,000 games. It's crazy action out there. But like I said, it's just not the best place to raise a kid, especially when everything just kind of shut down on us.
So again, this might be the 5th push out from Stan Tourangeau in this set. He seems to be...
The break's a little weird, especially table to table. They all kind of change.
Yeah, he's getting some funky break rolls where he's constantly having to push out. And, usually that's pretty bad for you, right? Because you're letting the opponent make the choice of whether or not they want to give it back to you or take it. But
this isn't a terrible spot, though. Like, when he keeps pushing out this, it's like Steven's still going to come with a shot to hook you. Otherwise, if he doesn't, he might sell out. So it's not a terrible spot, but I think he's going to try to bank the 1 kind of up towards the 1-7 and leave the cue ball behind the 2-8. Going to go 2 rails. That's what I would try here, but if you watch my last match, I misplaced about 4 safeties, so maybe that's not the best idea. But Drew down Cali. I did, I did beat Shane in a Rum Runner event in Vegas, and then 4 days later I beat Albin in the Predator Pro event. But yeah, that was 2 years ago at the BCA in Rio, in Vegas.
What was the biggest event that you feel like you competed in?
Competed in, or I've definitely I've played a couple of U.S. Opens. They've been big, but actually done well in a pro level. So I won the U.S. Amateur in 2019 in November.
Right.
And then 2 weeks later, they had a tournament in Vegas at Griff's. They called it the Turkey Shootout bar table. It's actually almost the same format as this. It was race to 7, alternate break, but the 9 was on the spot, and you can break from anywhere.
Okay.
But I ended up beating Chris Robinson twice, or Chris Reinhold, and then I beat Max Eberly and John Mora, and I got second to Alex Pagulayan. And I feel like from winning the U.S. Amateur, it gave me a lot of recognition, and it gave me a free pro entry to the U.S. Open, free ride, free hotel, and free flight, whatever. But
nice.
But I feel like getting second to Pagulayan 2 weeks later was bigger than the U.S. Amateur, just because, like I said, I didn't really pay cash essentially, and I made probably like $6,000 to $8,000. I don't remember the exact number, but in that tournament when I got second to Alex.
And that was after you won the U.S. Amateur.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks right after.
2 weeks after. So that was an exciting time in your life as far as the pool. That really is sounds like a time that really accelerated your pool career.
Yeah. That was that couple months was incredible. Yeah, especially that week. But after that, I was a lot more motivated. But yes, Lee. Yeah, when he conceded the last game, I never. There's something I just kind of dreamed about. Never expected it to actually happen. When it just doesn't make me shoot it, and gives me the game to win the match against the best player in the world. So
that's fantastic.
That was one of the best feelings ever.
Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, here we go. So it looks like some trouble here in this rack. He tried to kind of bump into that 4 and 5, and he got really stuck. Stan did.
I think he's just got to make the ball here. You can go 2 rails or just 1 rail into it, but you got to kick into the left rail between the 9 and 7 there.
Yeah, 2 rails, do you think? Because that 3 is kind of sitting on the other side of the pocket. So
that's the thing. When you go 2 rails, it's kind of hard to judge because sometimes you go a little too far and you might just miss the ball completely. So I might just go 1 rail, kind of on the other side of it, hit a little full, and you get shape on the 4.
You put any spin on this cue ball here?
Just a little bit of low.
Okay.
Maybe a hair better. No, I just like sticking low.
Oh my! Just missed it by a hair.
He couldn't come any closer.
He was going 1 rail, just like he said. I mean, he did not miss that by much.
No.
And Folan's going to get ball in hand. Not like he needs it from that position, but take it anyway. And that's exactly what Folan needed here to get something going again, because Stan has been on a run.
In the chat. What's up, man? How you doing?
Anybody in the chat got any questions for Blake Baker? Go ahead and throw them in there. We got his time for a little bit here. What's your thought on fanny packs in Q Sports? That's an interesting question.
I know who that is, and we actually have a little trio from the Idaho, Spokane area, and he bought us all fanny packs, so I know exactly who that is.
Okay, I figured that was an inside thing. Yeah. All right. Folan played that 4 really nicely. Came in and kind of nicely bumped into the 8-9 to open things up, make the rack a bit easier here.
Yeah, Marcus, I was up 10-8 on Folan, and I crapped the bed. Never won a game from there, but.
Yeah, we were watching and commentating, and when you were up 10-8, it's like, man, that's strong, dude, to be on the hill, and the other guy's got to win 3. But it only takes 1 mistake. It really only takes 1 mistake to lose 2, 3, 4, 5 racks.
Yeah,
at this level.
Caliber, yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, a couple of questions in chat here. Yeah, Spokane Open, Labor Day weekend, September 2nd. And then, I'm working with Malachi still. He's, a kid during the summer, so he's not in the pool quite as much. But I'm working on as much as I can. He's a 11-year-old kid in Spokane. We won Lincoln City, a silver division, this last session. Nicholas Harris, I am unfortunately not. I had somebody sign me up, but I'm on the wait list and I never got a spot. But that is only 3 hours from my home, 3-4 hours from where I originally live. So
And Cole Gatewood wants to know what's the biggest pack you've ran in 9-ball.
I think I'm gonna go with it's either 8 or 9.
8 or a 9 pack?
Yep.
Is that on any specific type of equipment you remember?
Definitely 7-foot diamond. I think I've ran on a 9-foot. I think 5 is my max.
Okay. Let's talk about that a little bit, the difference in your game between a 7 and 9-foot game. What do you feel most comfortable with?
Well, I grew up in Iowa, like I said, my whole life, and the main reason why I moved out to the West Coast was if I knew I wanted to be a professional pool player, I had to play 9-foots because that's all I played my whole life was bar box. My whole life, I very little played big table. So I moved out to Vegas. I moved out to Spokane initially, but moved out to Vegas once I realized Vegas is a better competition for me. And once I moved out there, I practiced about, I'd say like 3 to 4 months hard on a 9-footer, 5 hours a day, 7 days a week before the U.S. Amateur. It was only about 4 months that I ever played on a 9-footer before that. And I ended up winning the tournament undefeated, but I was just super, super focused and trying to just learn a complete whole different game, really. But like I said, I wanted to make a name for myself, and the only way I can do that, I can't do it just playing bar box my whole life. So that was the main reason why I moved out to Vegas.
Do you play any one pocket, Blake?
I did a little bit in the Midwest, but when I moved out to Vegas, that's the game to play out there. A lot of people play it. That's the money. That's the money maker.
Yep.
So you got to learn how to play that if you're living in Vegas. My favorite pro to watch leave. I like the Filipinos. I like Alex. Alex is probably my favorite. Or I like Dennis a lot too. Alex and Dennis are probably my favorite. Just the whole mentality that they have when they play in the games is a little different from Americans, I feel like.
So
they show very little emotion the whole time, which is something that I'm trying to work on. But
Alex Pagalian shows emotion, but it's always jubilation. Like he's always just so happy.
Yeah, I've never seen him mad.
No, I never have. He's my favorite player to watch too, just because he seems like he just loves the game so much. It's like a little kid at the playground, you know. I mean, he's just having so much fun all the time, and that's what I think. Pool should be about for everybody. It is a fun game.
But yes, Eric. Yes, Uncle Stan's gonna get this done.
Yeah, Uncle Stan is in line here with that draw shot on that 4-ball.
He's perfect here.
Very nicely done.
A little high inside. He's out.
Yeah, it is connect the dots here for Stan Tourangeau to get to double digits first.
First time I ever held a pool stick and played a game. I can remember my dad putting up a milk carton or a chair, me standing on a table walking around, and I was probably about 6 or 7 at the time. But I remember I was always super when he brought a friend over to play. I just loved racking for him and just watching him play. And I was only, I think, 6 or 7 at the time.
Stan is
cruising along.
Yeah, he's cruising right along, and he is having a fantastic tournament.
He really is.
He's taking out some very talented players in this tournament, including one of the favorites, James DeVee.
Yes.
Handily took care of James, which is a very difficult task, as I'm sure you know.
Me and Stan, we definitely had our battles over the last few years.
And Stan is going to go to double digits on this 9-ball. There we go. And Greg Prendergast in the chat is saying that there is a tournament, a one-pocket tournament, $150 entry, race to 2, both sides. Some monsters showing up. That's going to be next weekend. If you can make it in Everett at Golden Fleece. I don't think there's any caps or anything like that because it is one pocket. So if you're interested in that, Blake, I'm sure there's there'll be a spot for you.
I might be interested in something like that. Race to 2 is a little kind of a crapshoot, but there might be some money in it with a $150 entry.
Yeah, it's actually it's a $5,000 prize pool with a full field, and they're only needing 3 more, I think, to fill it. So, yeah, might be an opportunity for you there. Have you been over to the Golden Fleece?
I have, yeah.
It's a nice club.
A few times, yeah. It's a really nice room.
Yeah. Let's see. One of these days, I would love to get you on the chalk box for a matchup. Do a live stream match and get a one-on-one matchup with somebody of equal, similar skill level.
Without doubt, yeah. Like I said, I think Daniel and James are probably the closest in this area to that. So
yeah,
we could probably work something out with both those guys. Play a set, both of them.
Absolutely. So if Daniel or James are listening, or anybody in the area that is interested in a matchup with Blake, I think we can put something together. We got sponsors too that might add a little sugar to the prize pool.
The 8-ball came leaking
and he's gonna
nowhere.
he's gonna push out again. This is gonna be like his 6th push out of the match.
The 3-4 got really weird, but the 8 just came out of nowhere and hooked him. But it's a little unfortunate there. So he's gonna push here. Yeah,
it's dangerous to push anywhere here because of where the 9 is, right? You get the 1 and the 9 proximity.
Yeah, I try to leave him. So he's looking at leaving a jump shot, but at the same time, like not carrying him as possible. But I think my favorite shot here is just leaving the left side of the 1 ball, maybe running into the 2 and playing push. I think the 2 ball is closest to his hand down there. Yeah, so like I said, I just kind of tap the 2 ball here and leave the left side of the 1 ball so he can't make the 9 ball.
Right, so you can't carry him and he can't combo it or anything like that.
He's going to the jump shot here. He's pushing the jump. It's not a terrible idea, especially the way he's jumping right now.
Yeah, and Stevens, even though he's very skilled with the jump shot, he's probably going to give this back. I don't think he's going to take this on. But he might, actually.
There is a little reward. If you hit it dead perfect with a little bit low, you make the 9 here. So there's a little, that's the one thing you don't want to give it back to your opponent.
There's a high percentage that you make the 1 and don't make the 9 and don't have a shot on the 2, though, right? I could see that happening here. It would be risky to take this on, I would imagine. Looking at the table,
like I said, I just don't
live.
I just don't like giving it back when there's a chance for you to lose the game on the shot. So
yeah.
I think you just have to take it.
Let's talk about the landing area. If you look at the table live too, and you see that landing spot, does that look manageable?
He's just got to hit it low.
Oh, what a shot!
That's why.
Yeah.
Take the shot, but that's a hell of a shot.
You got a round of applause from the crowd here because he did not have a good landing spot. It only had about 6 inches or so in there to land, which means the cue ball is going to come bouncing into the 1.
Yeah, that was an impressive shot, but now he's got to come with it here. He's got to. I don't think the 3 even goes in the side here. He's got to play safe on the 3 or come with a crazy breakout here, but I just don't see.
Yeah, that 3-4 is not wired, right?
No.
So.
Yeah, I just see it kind of safe here unless you want to be really aggressive and try to park it behind the 3 in the side here, or you just run into it and get shape, but I kind of just like making this ball and playing safe on the 3.
Oh.
Whoa. What has happened?
That was very unusual. Maybe that was one of those where it was sort of like, well, I don't know. I'm not going to speculate, but I do that all the time, but I usually don't see, you guys doing that.
Yeah, I agree on that. So yeah, I think you just got to roll a 2 in here. Can't do too much, and you got to try to play safe. Got no other option.
Okay, so what is he doing here?
So there's 2 options. You can either hit the right side of the 3 and go cue ball behind the 9 and 7, or you hit the left side of the 3 and you try to hit the 3 towards the 9 and get behind the 5. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna try to maybe carom it off, hit the 3 towards the 7, 9, and go 2 rails behind the 5 with the cue ball. Oh wow, it went.
Holy smokes, I didn't think that was going. He really threw it.
From the camera, it looked like a no shot.
I mean, even live, I was looking over there at the table live, and it didn't look like it went. But maybe there was a little bit more gap there between the 2 balls.
Yeah, there had to be, because from this angle, it looked almost impossible.
Wow. So that made the error by Folan a bit more...
well, now this pocket is huge with the 9 ball there. So you just got to hit someone in that area, you're going to make the ball.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that being that it did actually, the combo did actually go, that made the error by Folan a bit more exaggerated because he would have been...
on the other side, sold out. Gets Folan back
okay, wow. After missing the 2 ball, he gets to come back to the table. This is a rare opportunity. Usually these guys, you miss 1 shot and that's it. You know, you don't really get the second chance. So a couple errors in this rack, one from Folan and one from Stan.
It's a big game, though.
Yep.
11-7 to 10-8 is a huge swing.
It's huge. I think the fans want to see it get closer.
Especially since when I played Folan, it was 10-9, and he ran the last 2. So if he runs 2 in here, it's 10-10.
Absolutely. We got even more of a crowd out there now. Quite a few people out here watching. Somebody's out there sleeping.
Long day.
It's been a long day. You know, I don't think I've ever been to a long pool tournament where I didn't see somebody sleeping in their chair.
Oh, yeah.
It's very common.
I think I've seen about 5 of them throughout the weekend.
Right. You know, it's grueling. You know, it's you have to just grind it out. You know, we were talking about that earlier about the mental focus of pool. It's not a physical sport like basketball or football. It's mental focus, and you get into these tournaments where you've got to play for 12 or 15 hours a day, and not just play, but you have to be 100% mentally sharp all the time for the whole day for 2 or 3 days, right? Do you do anything specific to like keep that mental edge? Do you have a morning routine or breakfast that you eat? Like, I mean, how do you?
It's all about thinking positive. Like, it sounds weird, but like I tell, like, whenever you're second guessing a shot or second guessing a thing in the game, whatever, you like reassure yourself that you just keep on telling yourself good things. Like, if I'm ever down on a ball and it's a little questionable, like I just repeat in my head and say in my head, I'm the best in the Northwest, or I'm the best player in Washington, or I keep on saying like,
okay,
just little things like that, just to like make my mental switch.
2 to the 3 was the tough transition there.
I think the 3 squeezes by the 4 in the corner.
Yeah, let's take a look here and see. I'm not sure if we can see from that angle. I think you're right. I think it does. He just got enough roll out of that. So positive thinking.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing. It's like once you start thinking negative or start thinking downhill, I learned that especially at a younger age, from my 19 to 23. I'm 27 now, but from that age specifically, I learned that a lot. A lot of mistakes I made from that age where I didn't. Whenever I thought I was gonna miss a ball, I'd miss the ball. But whenever you have that kind of mental switch where I'm gonna hit the center of the pocket of the shot instead of thinking I might rattle it, you're going to start hitting the center pocket every time. And you get a little more confident, and it only gets uphill from there.
And so, talking about the fatigue of the game, do you ever feel like it's just, you just get fatigued? And I think we were talking about it earlier because of age, right? And as you get older, not only does your eyesight decline and other things decline as you get older, but just missed it. So maybe he didn't quite have enough, or he just had barely enough on that 3 ball, but he just missed that. But he didn't really sell out anything here, did he? I mean, he's really,
he might be able to mass a little behind it and kick it in, but there's not a whole lot of reward.
He kind of played that as a 2-way. Yeah. So, but talking about the fatigue and age and that, and as you get older, it's harder to have that energy, right, and that ability to stay focused for long periods of time. I guess at 27, you might not experience that as much as somebody who's at 67. Then. Yeah,
I'd definitely get fatigued within a 15-hour, 16-hour session throughout a day when you're sitting around the pool hall waiting for matches and whatnot. But it's kind of just whoever mentally can be tougher throughout that process.
Yeah.
And that's who usually comes over up top,
I agree. It's mental. This is a game of mental toughness.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's huge, and whoever has more heart that day, too. It's not necessarily whoever has more skill, whoever has more heart that day. That's the biggest thing about pool, too. Doesn't matter about Fargo. As long as you show up that day
hungry,
and you want to win, you can beat whoever there is. And that's how I've beaten the top, the Albin Oceans, the Shaman Bonings, the Dennis Orcolos.
Yep.
I beat all those guys because I came in that mentality where
you have to want it more.
I gotta want it more, even though they have a lot more tournament wins, a lot more credentials more than me. But I just showed up with more heart that day.
Absolutely. And this is what these guys are playing for: the pride of being the champion of the Pacific Northwest 9-ball Open 2023 champion. Is going to go to one of these two guys, Stephen Folan or Stan Tourangeau. Plus a pile of cash. And they're taking a quick player break here, so we are going to just give a little shout out to some of our sponsors. We've got Littman Lights.
I'm going to take this time to take a restroom break myself.
Absolutely.
I'll be right back.
Well, hey, thanks for joining us in the booth, Blake. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. I'll be right back if you don't mind.
No, we'd love to have you back.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right. Littman Lights, one of the sponsors. Also, O'Blarney's Irish Pub. Ron Plaza with Integris Real Estate. Thanks so much for sponsoring this fantastic event. Welcome back, Christian Youngers.
What's up?
When Blake comes back, I'll exit out. We'll just play musical chairs here, and maybe you and Blake can close it out. I think he's enjoying being here on the mic. I think
very knowledgeable. That's what it sounded like, right?
Oh, well, I mean, how often do you have a chance to interview a guy like that? So get him in the chat. I think the people watching got to know Blake a little bit better. They got to ask him some questions and
definitely
learn about him. And so that's always an interesting opportunity. Very gracious of him to share that with everybody.
Well, we're getting down to the wire. It's a 3-5 race. It's getting a little tricky.
Yes, we are.
I think it's still anyone's game, but it looks like Stan has Steven on the ropes, honestly. Looking at how this match is going, it's like Stan knows what it takes. He's been here before. Steven's in a bit of a bind, but he's got to get out here. We did see, I think so far we've seen kind of the only maybe mental mistakes or fatigue sort of mistakes settling in so far, I guess, from Steven. But I was just watching on the side. I don't know what you guys were.
Yeah, we saw a couple. But that's to be expected.
Mm-hmm.
We were having that conversation with Blake about the mental edge of the game, if you will.
Yeah, definitely.
But Blake is a competitor, right? He is
for sure.
the kind of guy that's just, he's going to do whatever it takes to beat you. I always like it when a player pauses to pull a hair or something, a little bit of lint off the table. I don't know why I get a kick out of that.
Catherine Dueñas saying good night, good night, good night.
So after this rack, I'm going to go ahead and excuse myself. I need to take a break, but I'm going to let you and Blake close us out.
Sounds
I
good.
think through the next couple racks. So looks like Folan's going to be making this one a little bit closer. We've got a fiery finish here.
Yeah,
this is going to be anybody's game.
This is within one.
This is anybody's game.
Yikes.
Let's go. You'll probably switch over here.
Yep, sounds
All right.
good.
Thanks, Blake.
All right.
All right. Microphone's good?
I think so.
Good. Blake Baker, the man, the myth, the legend.
Oh, no.
Soon to be legend. Don't worry.
There we go. That sounds even better.
Yeah, it's better. Yeah, okay. So yeah, heard you guys talking a lot about random stuff, but so far, I'm just happy you're here. It's been a good time. I haven't seen you since Northwest Cup, right?
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been 2 years. So.
Yeah, it's been a while, but
I guess about a year and a half.
glad to see you're shooting well. Oh, this cue ball. Oh, no. He's gone scratch in the side. This is the first hard break also we've seen from Steven, from what I've seen in this match. I don't know if you noticed that, but I feel like this whole time I was noticing he's kind of the only one who's been doing the soft break. And he kind of figured it out for the most part.
Yeah, he's definitely the only one I've seen successfully work it out.
Yeah. So it's kind of interesting. But he goes in off and he hits it at pace that time. So maybe a turn of the tide, something going on in mental. As I was sitting there, he's kind of looking back and forth at me, like I'm kind of his mirror mentally. He's talking about like, is he racking this? Is he doing whatever? I'm like, I don't know, dude. I'm just watching.
Right.
But sometimes you need maybe the coach in the corner helps. I don't know, but just someone to vent to, I guess, in a way. I don't know. Might be coaching technically, but whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, Sophia, the odds change every time the score updates.
Odds change. Yeah, so I think this is a pretty basic algorithm from what I understand. They just take Fargo rating raised to what the score is, and then it'll update automatically. But I found personally, I feel like I found the Fargo rates pretty polarizing. I don't know if that's the right word, but like kind of exaggerates if you're right now, for example. Stan is what?
Yeah, I feel like
2-1 favorite in a race to 4-3. He gets one on the wire, race to 4.
I ain't gonna lie, if I'm down 10-9 against Stan, I think I'm a little bit above a 35%.
That's what I'm saying, right?
But it is a little bit different algorithm.
But the way I look at it too, I got to compare the odds of myself to him, right? So if Steven is 34 to 65. It's not 34% out of 100. It's more like 34 to 65. So it's kind of like 2-1, right?
Yeah.
So it's like he's really got a double chance to you to winning it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like you'd bet $2 for every $1 of his. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but yeah, I feel like when it gets to really short races, it just like jumps out of nowhere. Especially when the Fargo rates, like these guys are as even as it gets, so it's pretty normal, I'd say. But like even you and Stan playing, or you and Steven, I think you guys were a 5-point difference. I think got like pretty insane pretty quickly in those days. Now, I guess at the edges it kind of gets a little tricky, but I don't know. What do you think about Fargo in general? I think it's a good indicator, maybe.
I like it a lot, but at the same time, I feel like they should have a different Fargo for different tables you play.
Different tables? What about different games? Also? Or
yeah, that too, but at the same time,
but in the combination of all of them, right?
Yeah, but I feel like there's some people that play 720, 730 speed on a bar table, but they go on a big table, they only play 680.
Yeah, like half that or something, right?
Yeah, so it's hard to...
So you're saying you think table has a little bit more to do with
Yeah, I feel like those 800s and 760 pluses play way better on the big table compared to
the like
720 and under. On a big table, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm big on a bar table. A 720 can easily win that set.
Yeah.
But a big table, the best of the best show up. I feel like
that's a good point. I mean, I think one way that I see this kind of also happening is the best players are the best on both.
Yeah.
You can't be only good on a bar box because you're still going to get beat by the guy who's better than you on a 9-footer on the bar box itself.
Right.
Oftentimes, right? So it's kind of weird how that works out, but yeah, I think Fargo rate's like, yeah, you got to take it for what it is. It's kind of like it's an indicator. It kind of tells you a little bit of what to do. People maybe read a little too much into it, I think, at times.
I mean, so it was just 10. It was 10-9, right? And it was 65-35.
Yeah, and now it's a 18?
82 to 18.
So it's a 4-1
80
now.
win. It's like
so like you doubled your odds from
just
one rack.
for one game. That's
yeah. But it's only a race to what? So Steven needs 4, Stan needs 2.
He dry breaks.
But Steven's perfectly capable of putting a 3-pack together after this, right? He can run this out, put a 3-pack.
I mean, Stan can never shoot from here.
Possibly, right? Yeah.
Right. So I mean, like, being an 18% chance, I just don't like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it gets a little too extreme too quickly. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's better than nothing, I guess.
Catherine, ironically enough, I was the one that had it. We were playing together Friday night, tables next to each other.
That's right.
And we switched out. I had a BK rush and he had a BK rush jump break, and we switched it out, and I gave it back to him today. But we had it all resolved. But it was funny because I seen the post about I didn't even question it. I was like, oh, it can't be me. Like, who did that? What a weirdo. And then I looked at my queue this morning, and I was like, wait, it can split in 2.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But yeah, it was just funny that you asked that, and I was the exact person that did it. So
no, who was it? Francis was telling me the story of so Dan is getting ready for a jump shot. He was at the break room, I think. He's warming up or something, and he gets over for a jump shot, and he's trying to unscrew his cue. And he's like, man, I can't unscrew it. Hey, Jeff, can you come over and help me? And the two of them, they each grab an end of the cue, and they start twisting it. I was like, man, you just teed it up for the greatest joke of all time. I mean,
for real. I wish that was on a video.
How many old pool players does it take to unscrew a jump break cue? Apparently none, because, you can't do it with that one.
They're like age 200 above, between 3 of them.
Oh, it was just the picture in my brain was just hilarious. Try to think of Dan and Jeff just like try to twist a cue that doesn't turn. Oh my gosh, it was too good, too good. Oh, but it all worked out. It's a good laugh.
Yeah, it was really priceless. I got a lot of respect for Dan. We just laughed it off today. We both couldn't really believe it.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Nice little shot here. Use the 5 as a backstop.
Yeah, that was nice safe there. Yeah,
it's jumpable though. So you to the point where you're thinking like super tight on the safeties, like glue them to the back of the ball, or just with enough distance you're probably good.
I mean, I would like to get a little closer so he can't jump here, but he did leave the jump.
Yeah,
and I've seen Stan make tons of jump shots.
Yeah, this can go in, dude.
Yeah, if I was a gambling man, I bet he makes it.
But you're not. Don't worry. I believe.
I bet 20.
Oh, and he made it, and he scratches.
No, not even close to scratch. Get out.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
It wasn't even close.
I guess he couldn't. Yeah, he had enough angle that he couldn't have made it and scratch. But wow, what a shot.
He could have, but I was feeling a little exaggerated.
Too bad nobody took you on that 20 though.
I know. By the way, you owe me 20.
The break room has cameras. Ask Clark for the footage. Okay. I'm sure somebody caught it somewhere. I'm sure it exists out there. I don't know if I need to see it. I like the picture.
What shot are we talking about?
Oh, we're talking about the Dan unscrewing the cue image I have right here.
Yeah, that would be great. Put that on my screensaver.
There you go. Ooh, he's gonna roll up.
Oh, he's
I think Stan is good. I think he's out from here.
He's on the hill. I'm guessing it's gonna be 92 to 8.
And 92 to 8. Okay.
So I had a wild guess.
With what to get on the hill? I'm gonna say like 95, or 96, 4, 95, 5, something like that.
93 max.
Okay. I guess they're like the same exact Fargo, so I guess, yeah. This is a pretty...
Bet 20 on that too?
No. I'm not taking anything. I didn't hear anything. What did you say? What?
Exactly.
Gesundheit? Who? What? It was a little fun. So I've seen this shot probably a million times on these tables, but everybody's like, the 9 is always there, so you're shooting this 7, follow, nudge the 9. I mean, usually when it's close, you just follow, nudge the 9, the 8's in the other corner. I feel like it's so common. But this layout just feels, I don't know, just feels very much like I've seen it on like 20% of the racks today. I don't know why. It comes over.
Yeah. 93.4 coming right up.
All right, let's see. 93 max, right? Max. Like Price is Right rules, right?
Yeah, exactly. Can't go over.
It can't go over. Bang, bang. On the hill, Stan Tourangeau.
And
it just passed it. I think we're even now. Right? You owe me 20 and I owe you 20. We're done.
We're done.
93.6.
Son of a gun.
Dang. That was close though. We said Price is Right rules, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would have been
over.
real
I
close.
would bust.
Dang. 12-9 on the hill. Yikes.
Bet 20 he pushes? No, but okay.
You said he wasn't a if I was a gambling man, he starts off. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay. All right, I believe you.
Yep.
Believe every pool player, everything they say, 100%. No problem. Welp. Here's the last break for Stan. Can he get the run out? Let's see. Oh, Steven looking at me telling that it's a little crooked. Slight tilt.
Yeah,
it's maybe about a quarter ball. Yeah, I think a slight tilt. And see if the 6 ball goes.
6 ball. Yeah, watch the 6 ball.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes straight in.
And the 1.
But ball don't lie. This ball cuts. Yeah, Steven looking over. Crooked.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was a little bit.
It's a little too late to say something about it.
Yeah, I mean, he should have called it if he was worried about it.
Yeah. Being on the hill 12-9, it's not the time to call him out on
Right.
being a little crooked.
Well. Yeah, Andrew McMahon. Yeah, I think that's what we were looking at. I think just a little tilty tilt.
Yeah. Is this something that needs to be discussed earlier before you're going to call him out now?
Yeah. I think what's a tough shot here? 3-2? 2-3, I mean? That's like the hardest ball.
I think the 1 to the 2 is tougher. You just got to get shape on this ball. You win the.
You don't think it's natural to go around the 3-2 or the 2-3 rails maybe? Like 1, 2, 3.
Just the principle of making the ball and getting shape. Then after that, I feel like it's there.
I guess there's a big pocket to play, or big area to play.
Like if you go 3 rails, kind of into the 5.
You can get weird, maybe nudge it, or hit the 2 maybe by accident if you get it too thin or something. Oh, he overcut it.
That's what I did.
Yep. Oh, he was going, at the 5 on the other side because he overcut it, I guess. Yeah. Yikes. Well, ball don't lie. The rack was slightly crooked. Don't matter now. Stan's last break is over. Chance for Steven. Can he take full advantage? 93-6 odds. Yeah, that one is hanging for sure. Oh man, it's kind of tricky because you kind of want to stun it, right? But
I think I go 2 rails behind it.
Just roll forward 2 rails.
Yeah.
Play it up into the side or up in the corner. Passes the 7 or.
So I kind of go 2 rails
and around it.
Bottom left corner and go around. Yep.
Okay,
just play. That's what he's doing here.
Yeah, he's spinning it. Yeah.
Yeah, just like that. 1, 2, around.
Perfect.
I think he's got a little angle just to draw in between the 5, 8, 9 here. Just draw into that gap. That's what he's looking at.
Augie says last break, flip a coin, double or nothing. Technically, it's his last break, right? I don't think Stan can break anymore because he's going to win if he makes another one.
He can put the break you away. I like putting low on this ball, but
he's going the other way.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
It's not bad either. Gives natural shape for the side.
Yeah, you can just roll it. I think.
Yeah, actually, this is probably the smarter option. Not gonna lie, because
the other one you don't have to hit hard or anything.
and you have to go between the traffic the other way. This one you just kind of go around, right around everything. Here.
Traffic with inside or something.
Yeah, this one you just kind of a lot more evasive with the traffic.
Keep him a little short, but he's all right. He can just hold it if he wants, but
like
one rail's better.
Going back and forth, yeah. I like one rail here.
So you can put a stroke on it, pop lock and drop it. Nice little bang.
Oh, he put it inside. It's not bad either. I just like going one.
Feels unnecessary to me, but that's okay. Maybe he wants this angle instead because he doesn't want to go toward the 9.
So yeah, he went to the rail on purpose just to make sure that he got the angle.
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense.
But I would just kind of float it and kind of, if I left, I could just draw it back. But
you can just jam this ball with some
just
right.
Like stun it, yeah.
Just stun it with some
like
right.
A little stun, a little right here, just come one rail off, because shape for the opposite corner.
Perfecto. I like it. Triple G saying hill, back in a jacket. Let's go. All right. I'm down for hill. I mean, it'll be fun to watch.
It sure will.
I mean, if it goes hill, at this point, I think Steven would be the favorite because the momentum would be with him.
Yeah,
100%.
he's got all the momentum. He's got the
he'd
break.
be breaking. Yeah. That's got to get there, though. Hit it a little hard.
He got it kind of the outside of the pocket there. If he would have hit it like the center of the pocket, he would have came perfect. But
that's what I noticed too. It's pretty massive, especially on the bar blocks. What part of the pocket you hit it in has got to be so precise.
Oh yeah, that's definitely huge in this game.
It's like half the position is just where you hit it in the pocket. Oh, is he gonna bump it? Oh, okay. So he got on a ball just like this earlier, and he decided to cut this into the side.
He's gonna cut it.
He's gonna cut in the corner. This one's a lot easier, I think.
Yeah, he's just gonna hit the edge of the ball once.
Yeah, that's it. All right, 12-10. Nicely done, Stephen Folan. Oh wait. Blake didn't see. All right, Blake, what's the new percentage?
Oh,
I haven't put it up yet. You can look. You can look.
Okay.
Don't worry. All right. Right now it's 93.6. If I
93.6. So
increment the score.
12-10. It's gonna be.
I already saw it, so I can't say.
It's gonna be 84-16.
84-16. So that's what 4.5 favorite or so. 4.5 to 1.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that's
87.
Damn.
So
I wasn't even close.
It feels like that. It's more extreme than it should be. I feel like. I don't know.
I feel like I was a little bit closer than that.
I think so. Realistically, I think you're closer. 100%.
Especially when he's breaking and his winter break. Like,
oh yeah.
he ran 2 against me to close out the set. He can easily run 3 here.
Bam. 8 ball off of 2 rails goes in. 1 goes in. Is he on the 2?
2 does not go by the 6.
2-6 combo.
No, you don't shoot that from here.
Oh, no, you don't. Yeah.
All right, so he's going to play the 2 1 rail up towards the 4-3.
Yeah, and then
play
play
the cue ball behind the 6.
Behind the 6, behind the 9, maybe?
Yep.
Yeah, as long as he gets that 2 to glue to that right short rail, then your job is done at least at that point, and then cue ball is just bonus, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's a good point, Lee. Lee's saying the Fargo odds don't know who's breaking, which honestly I think would factor into it, you know?
That's a huge difference, yeah. Yeah, without a doubt.
Definitely.
Especially when you come to like this high, the 700 plus.
Yeah.
When you're breaking, there's a lot more capability of a package.
Yeah, this is dicey because you'd like the 9 ball to be more out of the way.
From this angle, that
okay.
shot I saw that I told you is a little tougher because to get behind the 6-9 from that angle is a little tough.
He's got to hit it thinner almost.
Yeah.
I would think if he's doing that shot, he'd almost have to go 2 rails, go rail behind
the 9,
behind the 5 or something like that. Because he's got to hit it thinner. Yeah. We had a segment earlier where we were starting to call crazy shots with Christian or Christian's crazy shots, but it always started with all right. Hear me out. But this one, I don't know what I got here. This 9 ball doesn't go. I don't know. First instinct is like, all right, crazy shot, ride the 9.
No, I think I still go.
Can you
by
back test this?
I still go by first instinct here. I'm still gonna try to put the cue ball behind the 6.
He's looking at the cut. He's looking down the line right there.
Even if you make it, I don't think there's much reward. The 3 don't go by the 4.
Yeah, you don't know where it's going to come off the 9 either. Oh, yeah, this is tough.
It's a tough spot, especially when you know you can't lose another game.
Yeah, honestly, from this angle, your shot looks really good. From this angle, it looks like a lot more space.
Yeah, that's weird. But from the actual like table view from I got here, I think you can play the safe. I'm really curious to see what he does here.
Yeah. I think if you're going offensive, it has to be the combo. But I mean, I don't know. Just because you want to get shape on the 2 to get to the 3, right? There's no offensive real shot though.
I mean,
you going for it?
Joe, he can take a play at 9 and play the combo.
Play the combo and run into the 9. Joe went into the pocket and he rattled it.
Oh, he played 2. Oh my god.
9 ball. 9 ball gonna save him?
No, he still sees it, but.
Oh, this is a bank shot.
Oh, it's safe.
3's tied up though.
Yeah, so when the 3's tied up, you have to play safe. Otherwise, there's no reward for the bank.
But this is a big wall to hide behind. You don't have the whole cue ball, so it's not gonna be easy. But you gotta do that kind of. If you're putting right on it, let the ball swerve, hit it in the right sweet spot, and get it to spin around. It's a big wall to 3-4, right? Can you get that with top and right?
Yeah, you
just gotta
bank the 2 kind of towards the 7.
Yeah.
A little left side of the 7 here. Just put the cue ball behind the stack. If there's a big stack there, just get behind it.
All right, hear me out. What about thinning the 2, trying to get it behind the 3-4, playing the cue ball 2 rails behind the 5? Is that shot on? Or maybe 1 rail behind the 5? You gotta hit it pretty hard though.
Yeah, it's pretty risky because you gotta hit it really thin.
Or hit it really thin and hit it hard and go with 2 rails behind the 6. And as long as the 2 gets behind the 3-4, you got the block. That's super thin.
He's going for the bank.
Can you hit the bank with some high right and then run into those balls?
I think he's banking it and drawing it into the 4 here. He just clips the 4.
Clips something.
He's got a shape on the 3.
This is the shot of the match. He makes this. Oh, we made it.
Does it go? Does it go?
Shape. No, it doesn't go. There's no way. This angle says no. I think he was trying to run into it though, like you said. If he clips any of those 2 balls, he's gonna get something better than what this is. But now it's a safe.
This is a weird spot.
Problem is this.
All right, I get behind the 5 here. The left side of the 3.
Yeah, you're selling out that you're leaving it in the corner, no?
I'm trying to hit
the 4 a little bit?
Yeah, hit the 4.
Okay.
Hit the 3 into the 4. Try to leave the 3 by the first diamond on the right there.
If the cue ball doesn't get there, you probably leave a really long, thin cut maybe on the 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh. Shot for the match.
Well, you got 5 ball. Cue ball is supposed to be frozen
Shot
behind
for the match.
it.
Oh, that's a good 3 ball. That's a good 3 ball.
Cue ball on the 5.
It's a good 5.
Cue ball on the 5. What did I say?
It's a good shot. Wow. What a shot. Talk about speed control there. Shot of the match right there, ladies and gentlemen. Under the pressure, too.
And that should get him the title, folks.
I think so. The only way he gets out of here is slop something in, play something weird. I mean, I saw Danny kicking out of a safety awfully well. He have a Z kick?
Z kick. Or, yeah, I don't like.
No, the Z kick is tough. This one is weird. He's going to go, what, 3 rails?
3 rail behind it.
Yeah, behind it and try to get behind. Nope. That's GG's. It's got to be GG's. Folks. Yikes. Triple G said that cost me a bunch of money. Uh-oh. Yowza. What a shot, though, ladies and gentlemen. He hit the 3 perfect, though, too.
Yeah.
Like, he had the 3 going just down the right side. He was going to leave maybe a tiny cut, but...
I think Ray Charles might be able to get out from here.
You sure? I don't know.
It's pretty...
the 7 ball's looking a little tricky, you know. You could kind of run into this.
Pretty candy land from here. Stan's going to earn himself another title. It's probably 283rd of his life.
Yeah.
No, he's the man.
280 might actually be right, honestly. Thinking about it, like, you think there's like 365 days out of a year. You playing what? At least a dozen pool tournaments a year. You've been doing it for 20 years.
The way you put it like that, I think it's probably closer to 1,000.
Okay, fair enough. Not bad. Well, his odds are 87% to get out from here.
I go with 101.
Yikes. 101%, he says. This is a stop shot.
I bet the whole house on this one.
I'm not taking that one. Sorry. I was with you with the 20s, kind of, but not on this one.
But as long as I'm getting a second house, I'm in.
Heyo. Let's go. We got 380 viewers across the streams.
So
this is for the match.
9 ball.
For the match and the championship.
And that's
Northwest
all,
Open champion.
Thanks for having me.
Stan Tourangeau. Nicely done. Good stuff. There's the handshakes. There's your champion, Stan Tourangeau. Good stuff. Good stuff. The man, the myth, the legend, Joseph Stan.
Is that the thing say 101? No, just 100. All right.
All right. Thanks, Blake, for being in the booth. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, guys.
It was a good one.
Great tournament.
Yeah, great tournament. I think we can get a little trophy presentation maybe going on. That's Blake Baker for you, ladies and gentlemen. But there's the shot of the trophy and everything. Northwest 9-Ball Open 2023 champion, Stan Tourangeau. We got the man, David Ringler, tournament director, getting ready for the trophy session coming up soon. What's up, Patrick?
I was thinking before we end the stream,
yeah,
let's see if we can get Stan over for a quick interview.
Yeah, let's do it.
It was a quick post-game interview,
if
you don't mind. Let me go see if I can grab him.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
If you don't mind.
No, perfect.
All right.
You're the sales guy. That is the tournament. The man right there wins it all. Stan Tourangeau, champion of the Northwest right now. He did it by taking down the biggest dogs, although he didn't play Blake. That's the only one match he escaped, but he's got the revenge match against James DeVee. Took down Stephen Folan, arguably the hottest player in the tournament after taking down the man, Blake Baker. But yeah, shout out to Stephen Folan, man. He played well this tournament. Great shooting. But the match goes to Stan Tourangeau. Thanks everyone in the chat. Hopefully, I think we're gonna get Stan in the booth actually real quick for a quick little interview action. But thanks for tuning in, everyone. It's been a great time. Let's see. Let's get Patrick and Stan in here, and they can do a little interview situation. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Michael Lubrin. Great job, Chalkbox and Ox. Thank you. Good stuff. There's David Ringler right there, tournament director extraordinaire. But still, second place, I agree. Sophia, amazing. Did a great job. And there's a shot of the man. Got Jesse Bergman, David Ringler, Patrick Nix. That safety shot, yeah, we got to get a replay of that safety shot. I agree. It was pretty dynamite, I would say. See if we can get a little pop, lock, and drop replay. I think definitely the shot of the match. Let's see. Let's get it. Let's get the replay on YouTube real quick. Oops. Oh, we got folks.
It's cold in here, is it?
It was. That's why I know, like, I had to cover my sponsor's logo here.
Just have the replay up so you can talk. Scoot over, Stan. You can stand right here next to Patrick. Scoot the chair over.
All right, we're here with
Holy cow.
Stan the Man Tourangeau. Fantastic tournament. Man, saying in the auction ahead of time, Ed Hobbs jokes saying you've won more bar box tournaments than all of us combined in the whole room. But you've been at this game for a long time.
At least 40 years.
40 years.
Just
okay.
40 years, yeah.
So,
Another 20 maybe, no, 10.
Wow. And how do you do it? You still stay so sharp, after all these years. And, you playing as good as anybody. How do you do it? What is your secret? Do you have vitamins that you take in, or exercise routine? What are you doing?
Everybody knows that I do a lot of hiking and all that, and I eat proper food. I try to do that as often as I can, right? Especially when I'm at home. But when I'm on the road, it's tougher to eat like the healthier food, right?
It's hard to eat healthy at pool tournaments, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of only options are fried foods and other stuff that saps your energy.
That's pretty much what I had most of the day today. So
yeah. So
some carrot juice too. So
Safety.
you had Christian wants to replay this the safety that you played because it was a fantastic shot. Let's take a look at this and talk about this shot that you played.
See, I want to make sure I hit like about half of the a 3-ball half ball, and like throw it with a little spin, left spin, a lot of spin actually, and I wanted to get behind the 5-ball.
Yeah.
And make sure the three goes down to the end to the end rail and all that. All right. So.
This was the shot of the match and got you a round of applause. Take a look at that speed on that ball and the spin. Absolutely picture perfect.
Yeah.
And it rewards you with ball in hand and allows you to get the out to get that number 13 win.
Like Efren would say, lucky.
That's not luck, Stan. That is not luck. I always say, if you're trying to do it, it's not luck. It's only lucky if you weren't trying to do it, right? But you had a great tournament. You defeated James DeVee. You defeated some great players in this tournament, and capping it off with Stephen Folan, who is a fantastic player and has been playing lights out all day, all weekend.
Yeah, he plays great, and like I was watching him play Baker when he was down 10-8, and ran the last 3 games,
right,
to win the set. I know he was dangerous and all that, but his breaks didn't really work. It worked for the first half of our match, but the last half, his breaks started going sour.
Yeah, let's talk about the breaks in this match, because you had more push-outs in this match than I don't think I've ever seen in a single match. It might have been 5 or 6 push-outs that you had. What was going on with the break there?
I just told myself I'm going to stay consistent with the break and not try to change. It was like I'm making balls, right?
Yeah.
I think I only went one.
You were making balls, just not getting the good rolls.
Yeah.
After. Yeah.
I had a few good ones, but then.
Yeah.
Most of them were all like had to push out, or jump.
Yeah. So. And, obviously that's never ideal, but it is what it is. Sometimes, is the 9 on the spot something that you practice a lot, or play a lot of?
No.
So was that kind of something that you had to make a big adjustment to?
Yeah, here we had just winged it when I got here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you winged it all the way into first place, and I know you got a long trip ahead of you to get home. Are you heading home tonight, or are you staying another night? You're heading home tonight, so I don't want to keep you too much longer. Okay. But thanks for saying hello, and you had a lot of people rooting in the chat for you.
Oh, hey, fans, I want to thank you for rooting for me and all that, and that really probably helped me along. So, hey. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Stan. I really appreciate your time. Thanks for coming in the booth. And I think there's a couple of envelopes with your name on it that David Ringler's got for you that you're probably interested in.
Okay.
All right. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, bye-bye.
All right.
All right. Well, with that one, I think that's...
We might be closing this one out. So this is The 2023 Northwest 9-Ball Open has come to an official end. It is bittersweet. We had a fantastic time this weekend, Christian and I, and thank you to everybody who pitched in to help. Thank you to all the sponsors. Thank you to Jesse and David for putting this all together. Thanks to Nicole Denisi for putting together a fantastic flyer with great artwork. Thanks to Justin Lee and Shu-Cheng Chow for coming in.
Tournament directors.
Yeah, helping, and Secret Wong doing the tournament directing and running the brackets. And we had James Fox over at the other location. Thanks to Clark Smith. It takes a team. There's so many people that put these things together. You guys all made it happen. And there he is, the champion, Stan the Man.
Who doubted him forever for any 1 second?
You bet on Folan, didn't you?
No, I didn't bet on Folan. I bet on Folan in the previous one for a hot dog, if you had me correct.
No, we bet a beer, actually.
Oh, that's true. We bet a beer. You're right. I told you, something felt right.
As we're taking down equipment tonight, I'll be enjoying that free beer.
Sure. Yeah, no problem.
All right, guys.
All righty. Well,
thanks, everybody in the chat. And remember to like and subscribe our channels. We really appreciate the support. And hopefully we'll see you guys again soon. Have a great night, everybody.
Good night.